Alright,
I
so
don't
welcome
wanna.
to Wardens of the Weave. It is a wonderful Sunday night. And if you're new here, welcome. If you want to cause mischief in the chat, feel free to do so. There's plenty of points for you guys to mess with the players with. So feel free to do so, because I would love that. Let's go and pull up the session summary from last week, where you guys committed lots of war crimes.
I tried to play nice.
What? War crime?
I don't know
I
about
have
cannot
that.
imagine any.
Nothing.
I do not remember these war crimes.
Well, so the day started like any other: breakfast, cleaning dishes, casually planning a kidnapping. With the rest of the morning free, the party went shopping before heading to Lord Morningsong's estate. To scout ahead, Creed and Gloom entered under invisibility. They discovered magical items scattered throughout the home, including a scroll of true resurrection. Things got awkward fast when they stumbled into the study to find Lord Morningsong calmly sipping tea. He used an AoE charm ability, which Creed failed. Gloom succeeded. And even though he remained invisible, Gloom bolted to get the others while Creed was emotionally disarmed and fed scones. The noble gently pried into Creed's love life, offering oddly helpful life advice to the invisible intruder. The rest of the party burst in, steamrolling every guard who had made no threats, and then confronted the noble. Lord Morningsong cast greater invisibility and escaped from the scene, and the group ransacked the manor, tying up unconscious guards and labeling them guilty of incompetence. Theodmer and Char departed by carriage after Theodmer identified the scroll of true resurrection. The remaining party tracked down the now exposed Lord Morningsong, restrained him, and began interrogating. You guys learned a bit more about his role in the organization. He gave you a couple names. I don't have those names. I didn't put those in my recap here, but I'm sure you guys still have them somewhere. Hopefully.
I have them.
Back over here. After the interrogation, a slip of paper touched Lord Morningsong. 3 members of the Scythe appeared, stabbed the noble, and vanished. As Lord Morningsong began to crumble into shadows, his ring flared to life, triggering a violent reaction. Celestial and infernal energies collided, erupting in a display of orange and pink chains that shot into the sky. Everyone ran except for Creed, who shielded Corthina, and Corthina just stood there for whatever reason. And the fallout after the explosion occurred, Newtvies spawned from the explosion and began vomiting curses on the group. Anyone hit heard whispered names and found their skin marked with cursed runes. Battle ensued. Char and Theodmer returned dramatically, using the carriage as a makeshift weapon. The party emerged victorious, though shaken. Creed tried to claw the curse off of his skin, but was eventually calmed down. The group made their way to Oaky Oak Lodge, where they were greeted by a rather curt innkeeper. Later on, a woman with a chicken, offered it to Corthina, and then hopped out and then defenestrated herself from the second-story window into a straw pile. Then that evening, Theodmer and Gloom wandered to a secluded grove. There, Theodmer said his final goodbye, leaving behind his skeleton companion Omelette for the party. He then offered the Scroll of True Resurrection to Ogma, asking to join his family in the afterlife. Ogma accepted, and Theodmer is gone. And that's where we're starting today's session.
See, I heard no war crimes of any sort, and I do not remember restraining the man. But I'll go with
I
it.
did hear about a nuke.
He was a nuke, but that was not our fault.
If anything, it's his
Yeah.
fault. He's the nuke, you know.
Okay.
Exactly. No
Well,
war
we
crimes
did
with
set
him.
it off.
Well, no, we didn't. We didn't.
No,
We
the
did not.
motherfucker who put a piece of paper on his forehead did.
I did not do it.
We are innocent.
We are very.
We have done nothing wrong, and I dislike the insinuation.
I
But-
will fight it in court. I will find an attorney.
Mhm.
Anyway.
They go to Bosnia.
So, after a long rest, you all wake up.
Okay, long rest. Hold on.
Yes, rest.
I never pushed that button from last time.
Oh, yeah, I already did that.
Yep, let's see.
I'm running slightly behind today because I had to remake the entire scene from scratch.
How dare you?
Let me just double check, make sure that everything looks all fine and good.
Yeah, looks pretty solid. I'm watching the stream. I'm able to hear you and all that. Everything's pretty neat.
You can hear the music just fine too?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Good. All right. Well, it is now morning, and I'm going to leaving it up to you. What are you guys going to do?
I suppose Lavender would wake first. She's looking over at her. She's looking over at the other bed, making sure Nixie's asleep, if Nixie is asleep, and then looking down at her animals. She's arranging Sir Barkington with the little mimic, along with Sir Crabbington, and now the new Buxy. No, what's a better name? What's a better name for a chicken?
What,
Nugget.
Sir Cluckington?
Nugget.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
do. Sir Cluckington.
Nixie's gonna sit
Sir
up and sit
Cluckington.
Nugget.
Sir Cluckington of Nugget, of the Nugget Prefecture. The Nugget Kingdom or whatever. So Lavender's like trying to keep all the animals down. She's like, shh, you wake Nixie. All right. Down. No, put it down, Wussy. Or you too, Sir Cluckington, or I'll turn you into
Sir Cluckington
oh,
looks
no.
like he wants to do a crow.
Lavender's going to try to do acrobatics.
You're not
check.
a rooster. That's not how that works.
Hey, roosters are chickens. But not
Yeah.
not
Okay,
all
but you
chickens are
didn't
roosters.
specify. Yeah, you exactly. It's like the mustache thing. We did not specify it was a rooster. I heard chicken.
You're calling him Sir
Lavender,
Cluckington.
like- Yeah. Well, sir doesn't
I can
necessarily
call
mean a man.
Well,
Like,
it's
Cluckington is a rooster.
Sir or lady.
Well, in this case, sir.
So it's a
fine.
Sir
male
Cluckington.
chicken. So it's a
We're
rooster.
Sir
assuming it's
Cluckington.
dude.
Lavender like sees this happen and does an acrobatics check with 9, getting a 9, trying to like leap over and like cover his beak. Would that? Do you think that would work?
That's fine. Hang on, let me hit start session. It might be easier if you guys actually can access the VTT. That might be useful.
You know that might help.
We have a man. Where am
You're in the room
Yes.
with Creed.
I? Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty big map.
No,
So
let me hear
Lavender's
about it.
That's not what I wanted.
Lavender's just going to like silence that little rooster and be like, "All right, all you little fools, let's get downstairs." Shh, let's not wake Nixie, and like start walking downstairs. I will point out, even at her best, if she's accidentally being too loud, she knows she probably woke Nixie up.
Yeah, telling all your animals to shut up every 2 minutes, bro.
Yep.
Very
That's
noisy.
what she gets
I'm
downstairs.
already downstairs.
I'm just gonna sit up and I rub my eyes and I just slowly crawl out of bed, following along.
Okay, I need to make a chicken avatar. Give me a second. It's a menagerie. Well, the menagerie's kind of evil, so maybe a collection? I don't know. And Lavender's just, you can see Lavender just come downstairs with a bunch of like a ton of pets, like a trailing behind her, as if she's leading a parade, and she just kind of waves hello to Gorthina.
Nixie looking like one of the pets following close behind.
No, we gotta start like giving all of them instruments and like flags and stuff, and you just be a party.
A traveling party.
That's what Corthina says. Like as she's walking, she's like eating just like toast and apple juice.
Ooh, where did you get the toast?
She
Well,
points to the
that-
bartender.
Hey, barkeep, can I get 1, 2, 3, 4? Well, oh, Nixie, hello, you're awake. 5 pieces of toast and whatever's left of the loaf of bread afterwards.
Do you want French toast or you want just regular toast?
Regular toast.
The fuck is the
Well, I
French?
guess
I don't know what the
Yeah,
French
what's
are, but they sound like they smell bad.
Yeah, definitely
Well,
regular
rude.
toast.
well, in that case, I'll just have a put me down for a regular toast.
Oh, you got it.
Like, yep. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. And yeah, that's what Lavender's just going to sit down and start eating.
Is Tar and Creed, are we still in the room or did we like walk down already?
Oh, Creed's been up for like a while. If I may, DM. Creed does have a calligraphy set. Can he basically just be like, not translating, but whatever runes are on his skin from the Abyssal, he's just copying that onto parchment so he could read it later?
Okay.
So I imagine he's been doing that for the last at least 2 hours.
Sure.
We'll decipher it later.
He'll figure it out at some point.
Yeah. Okay, that's what he's busy doing right now.
You've been awake for a while, huh, Creed?
Well, no, it's just you seem like to look outside, and I imagine it's dawn, probably a little even after.
In the morning.
Yeah, he like looks out the window, and his face just sinks, and he just like see the bags under his eyes. It's just, oh, I guess I have been at these for a while.
Did you copy everything you wanted to transcribe?
I hope so. Do I need to roll anything to see if it's like the runes are repeating, like if it's the same phrase over and over again, or does it seem to be like continuous?
Go ahead and do a. Let's do an intelligence check.
Okay. Then may I guidance myself as well?
Sure.
Alright, cool. Raw intelligence plus a d4. Okay, never mind. Yeah, no, that sleep deprivation is really getting to him. Nat 1, baby. Yeah, as he's looking back, he kind of like slumps over and just like smears a whole bunch of the fucking the stuff that he just wrote and just. Yeah.
I mean, I could release you from these markings, but if you want to keep them on to try and transcribe them again, I'm not going to hold it against you.
No, there are other far more important people than me that are also afflicted. Focus on them. I need to rewrite everything. As he crumples the piece of parchment, he goes to like shoot it into like a trash can or trash bucket, whatever they have, and just completely misses. And starts getting a new piece of parchment out and doing the same thing he was.
Oh shit, he realizes there wasn't even a trash can in the room.
Yeah, he just threw it blindly.
Tor kind of like watches him do that, and then just goes, I know, connections with the demonic are really important to you, and you don't have to study this simply on yourself. We could break this on you, and I can break one more person, and then whoever's left, you can transcribe what you can. And we can move from there.
If it's specific to the person. They mattered a name to me, a specific name. I need to figure out if this is related to me or that name specifically. So if it is, I need to figure this out, John. I need to. I need to see what the fuck is happening.
I'll put in a prayer for you.
Thank you.
It's really not important to you.
I was going to be like, wow, thoughts and prayers, but in this case, they really work.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine Creed will write down what he can before he kind of sighs and just, you know what, I've been at this all night. I need some food or something.
Breakfast, perhaps?
That's probably the word for it, right? Yeah, I forgot.
I have to, I remember Theodmer wanting to show me something. Perhaps we'll meet him down there.
I hope so.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was in the carriage
Yeah.
with him. We were supposed to go do something, and we had to turn around.
He did seem rather eager to get something done, and honestly, I kind of feel like a dick just sending him off like that. And thank you for going with him, and I'll make sure to apologize to him when I see him.
Yeah, I hope we can maybe go with him to wherever he's going. So kind of more unified. I feel like we've been very separated recently.
Yeah. Not that things pulling us in different directions, but alright, that's enough of me moping and groaning. And Creed's gonna slowly stand up and kind of motion for Char to lead the way downstairs.
Yeah, Char will go start heading out and hear the conversation about the French toast and go, what's the French?
Maybe there's some kind of stinky thing that I've never heard of. I don't know.
Je m'appelle Creed.
What? Was that
Sorry.
Celestial?
No,
Is that
Man, you
French?
look like shit.
thank you.
Did you,
he's like hunched over, bags under his eyes, still
Did you
covered
stay
in
up
these
all
runes.
night? What? Why are you look so tired?
I was trying to transcribe whatever this is, and I fucked up. I
you
smeared
could
the
have just
page.
asked for some help. Now that I think about it, perhaps we should all transcribe our runes before we get rid of them. They could prove useful later.
I don't know,
Smart.
but if they're gonna do that, and she points to Creed, if they're gonna make me look like that, I don't want it.
After a certain amount of inspection on the runes, you notice that they all tend to be the same runes. They are not personalized or different between any of you.
Okay.
Could Lavender do an intelligence check to try to sketch them down?
Well, I imagine Creed did a pretty good job sketching them down.
Oh, he already did that. All right.
Yeah, he's proficient with calligrapher supplies, and it literally is just, okay, so that's like a weird O. That thing's a Q, but upside down. That thing, you can copy letters well enough.
All right. Well, at least we know this. We have it all written down then. Thanks for doing it, Creed, even if it made you look even worse than usual. Sorry for rubbing that in. That was a little bit mean.
And it's alright, I'm used to it.
It is mean, but it is true.
Yeah.
You guys!
Personally, I wouldn't take that, but
Christina
I
looks
meant
like
absolutely no offense, but you need something. Water, food, anything. Sleep,
Christina
preferably.
slides.
Yeah.
Christina
Would you
slides
like
a
to try
big
the
glass
French
of water towards Creed. Here, drink
Yes.
this.
You know what? I've settled it. On the way there, I will knock you. You either fall asleep or I'll knock you out, and I'll just carry you the rest of the way.
We have horses.
I'll be.
We can ride on the horse.
Yeah. But that sounds fun.
No,
But can you fall asleep in the saddle? Can you do that?
I can fall asleep. There's no guarantee I'll stay upright, but
So,
All right, that'll be my
Whatever.
job keeping you there.
If someone's two person, if they're doing a 2-person on the thing, I imagine Lavender could hold them in place. While
Yeah.
he's
I was gonna
sleeping.
say somebody. He's got to go on somebody with a bigger horse, or
Yep.
2 small people on a horse.
no, I'll be
Then
fine.
Goblins in the trench coat.
It's not the first sleepless night. I'll be fine. Anyway,
So-
I can help
wait,
You
carry
see that?
here,
But you look like that.
so you can get some kind of rest.
I'll be fine, probably.
Sure.
So wait.
Why have you not healed him of these runes? She's
What's the
waving
case,
at Creed.
Well, no, don't worry about. We talked
Honestly-
about it upstairs. Everyone else should go first.
No. Lavender's just going to hold up her hand with the toast and just kind of half chuck it at him and just say, "Eat this first of all. Eat this, and second of all, you're the first one getting it done because you're the weakest link. No offense. Well, full offense in this case. You're probably
You get-
you and Char have the most to lose from these things. Christina, I mean, you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine even with these weird things.
I'm fine.
I know
But
I'll be
he-
fine. Nixie's going to be fine.
after-
Gloom, you two, you're fucking crazy. You're going to die of. You're just going to have an aneurysm trying to figure them out if you don't get them removed first.
So yeah, I think because Creed had the biggest freak out, I vote he gets first.
I remember
Everybody-
saying this in a
second.
bar.
Let's take an executive vote. Who am I healing first?
Creed,
Agreed.
Cortina, can you heal them too, or is that more of a char thing?
that's a char thing. I can't make the runes go away.
Alright,
Well,
fair
two
enough.
people. Creed, do you consent?
Does it matter?
Nope.
Yes.
Not now.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Consent matters. Except when I knock you out, but that's a different story.
Char is gonna put his hand on Creed's shoulder and he's gonna cast Remove Curse on Creed.
Alright.
Just outward the poor
And
guy.
as you cast Remove Curse, you see the runes slowly begin to fade, and all that remains after you're done is just what looks to be 10 lines of those runes.
Oh, it's not gone. Oh, it's not gone. It's not.
It'll
No,
rub out.
no.
It'll rub out. It'll
I
buff
think I
out.
just need to take a shower, Creed. You know, it's been a while.
You stink.
Visit the bath. I think they have a bath in this town.
If not, we can go back to the safe house and give him a bath. That'll be fine.
Char, do you have? Does Char have any on him?
No, I don't think Char got
This
spit
is
on.
a whole mess. What is going on here?
Actually, oh, hey, wait a
It's a
second.
dog
Corthina
pile.
reaches, literally.
Literally.
Corthina reaches into her bag and pulls out a tiny. It's a very small jar. It's not a tiny jar. It's a small jar, and it has like a little kind of like a pen in it, but it's like a fine like felt tip pen. And she walks up to Creed and she pulls it out and she starts like tracing over the lines, like the runes, and they're like and she like rubs her finger on it, like blending it in, like putting makeup pretty much over the runes. I got this. I got this. She just rubs them out. And so they're like kind of, it's poorly done because the black doesn't match the skin tone, but it's like, you know, faded there. We're working on it. It's eyeliner. I'm sorry. This is the best I've got. And she's just
No,
in there continuing to do it.
I appreciate it. I thought that was gonna go up and take a bath.
Well, then do that if they have a tub. Jeez. She puts it back in her bag.
Yeah, that's a little jumping the gun, Corthina. Well, what's a gun? I don't know. Whatever. Jumping the barrel.
Done?
I tried. I don't know what kind of bath they have here, if it's any good. No offense.
Hey, innkeeper, do you have any baths in here or no bathhouse nearby? Preferably a large one.
You're looking for a bath?
Yeah.
You should probably just go out to the river, to be honest.
See?
I mean,
Fair enough.
a river
I
works.
was hoping for a little something more civilized, but they'll have to. Well, I'd actually love that, but it seems like they would get their panties in that. So,
What?
I
Do you
mean,
think
I
I
never-
can draw you a bath. I just can't guarantee the quality of the water. You know what I'm saying?
not
Yeah, no
really.
thanks.
Wait, you're gonna piss in it? What?
No, I'm taking the I'm taking
I
the
don't
Sounds
know.
like
river.
it's just safer to go to the river.
We should
Yeah, that's-
go like
yeah.
Go to the
upstream part
river.
of the river.
Down,
One of us will
down
stand
by
watch.
the
It'll be fine.
river.
I'll stand watch. I'll just stand watch.
Wait. I have one more remove curse. Does anybody else want their runes removed?
And Lavender's just going to pick up Nixie and just carry her, like holding a baby under arms, and just plop her down in front of Char.
I'm so sorry.
Perfect.
I'm not sure I have a choice.
You don't.
This is consented. And Char is going to put his hand on Nixie and cast remove curse.
Much appreciated. I'm gonna just walk back to my seat.
So hang on, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, hang on. I'm going to go find Gloom and Theodmer. He's going to start walking back upstairs. And Sister
I'm gonna
Maribel.
head down. Oh,
I'll go
and
with
while he's doing that, I'm just going to go. Lavender's just going to head out the door to go take a bath. Nixie, Corthina, you in? Char, you going to Sister Maribel? Y'all stink.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Yes,
I'll come
Nixie
stand
will
watch.
follow.
We're heading up anyway. I need to go see Theodmer.
All right, see y'all later.
all right, we're all going over here.
And Lavender just finds a place by the trees and has like
Yeah.
the dogs stand around.
Corthina's gonna stand watch over here.
And like as the dogs start approaching, she's like, No, Sir Clockington Woofsy, get back. No males here. You obey them all to the right. Andrew sets them off.
Are we assuming the mimic's a girl then?
Yep.
All right.
Only gals and only gals and non-binary prowls. The rest must go.
I see. Anyway.
Do we know which
I can't
room
run.
Bloom went into?
Well, let's see. We damn near bought out all the rooms, so I think this is the one. I can see Bloom's footprints, or what's left of them. Anyway. Knock, knock, knock.
Bloom, Theodmer, are you guys in there? They have French toast.
Bloom will like kind of open the door enough to where you can see her. Hello?
Hi,
Hey.
Bloom.
Hey,
Is
are
that
the others
Theodmer?
with you?
They're taking a bath in the river.
And like, why don't you guys go there and me and Theodmer will meet you there, okay?
Oh no.
You sure you don't want to come with us? They have French toast. I don't know what the French is, but Theodmer's been alive for like 400 years. I think he knows what the French are.
Oh,
I'm sure he would love it, actually, yeah.
yes. You know what? I think he'll meet us at the river. Let's go to the river. Come on, Omelet.
As soon as Gloom starts walking out, walks past, Kree's just putting his boot in the door and just kind of...
And you see
Like, is he
that
stopping?
there is nothing in there. Gloom was
Gloom?
trying to deceive you.
Yeah?
Where's Theodmer?
Let's get to the river first, okay? I'll explain once we're there with everyone.
What? No, what?
Blue. Where's Theodmer?
Guys, let's go to the river first, okay?
This isn't
Let's go.
something to just hand wave, Gloom.
Why are
Trust
you
me,
holding a
okay.
staff? And why do you have Omelet with you?
Okay, do you guys want to like sit down really quick?
Oh no.
There's a chair
Should
right
we?
here.
Do we need to sit
Probably,
down?
I think you definitely. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Creed. Just...
How would you calls out Creed like you need to sit down?
Yeah, his face
And I'm
This is
immediately
literally thematic
fucking
irony.
sinks. His face immediately
Okay, I really didn't
fucking
want to
sinks.
do this with just two people. I kind of wanted to do this, as a whole, but people went to a river apparently, and you guys are bothering. I'll just explain this, okay? Look, I went with Theodmer yesterday. We went up to a
Did
little.
you kill him?
Okay, why is that your first?
Oh, she
Why
wouldn't
is
kill
that
him.
your
You wouldn't
first-
kill him.
If I remember, me and
I
Theodmer
can't.
haven't been
Why
on the
would I
best
kill a
terms.
skeleton?
I don't
I
know.
love this.
And why would Omelet stay with me?
You killed him and you took his staff. Why do you have his staff? Where's Theodmer?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna drink. Look at this. Look, I'm gonna hold the truth serum and I'm gonna drink it. And I don't know. Can I just like?
Yeah, so at this point,
relinquish
you're just
the
telling the
save?
truth. You're intentionally failing the save.
Okay. Look, me and Theodmer, we went to a clearing, and he was putting like all this stuff out, candles. I asked him what he was doing, and he said, originally his plan was to bring back his wife, but I guess spending time with us, he realized, that wasn't really the right thing. And, instead he used this scroll, I think, that he found, and I guess best way to put it, he decided to go with her, go see her again.
Yeah, he's
Char's gonna
gone.
kind of go into a squad.
Yes, but he, he wanted to. and he said thank you, and he wanted to say thank you for helping him realize that is what he originally wanted to do was selfish.
But he did that, and no one. If he didn't,
He didn't want to. He said saying goodbye to you guys would be selfish, I think.
what?
I should have been there.
He's gonna like lean back against the wall and just slowly like sink down to a sitting position. Fuck, I didn't even get to say goodbye. Fuck, I brushed them off.
Well, you didn't know, and you know.
He kept asking me to go with him, and I just turned my attention elsewhere. And now he's gone.
He wanted to go though.
You saw him ascend, right?
Mm-hmm. I was there for the whole thing.
Did you perhaps see which god his soul flew towards?
I don't think I saw that, did I?
You didn't see a god. You just know you would have known that the name was Ogma, because he did say Ogma.
Oh, okay. I didn't see anything, but I think he went to Ogma.
Could I hold it? Fuck.
God.
He's just gonna like put his head in his head in his hands and kind of just like rub his face. Just
Okay, well, now I kind of have to go tell everyone else. So do you guys want to stay here, or you want to come with?
We should stick together.
should be there when she tells everyone else. We made the mistake of apparently letting one person go off alone to do their thing, so stick together as a group, thicker than. Creed's gonna kind of force himself to stand up before he offers a hand over to Char. Is Char sitting?
Yeah, Char's kind of on the floor.
Yeah. Creed's gonna offer a hand to help him up.
Yeah, Char will get up. Well, at least you didn't kill him.
I told you I didn't kill him. Can't believe you thought I'd kill him.
I mean, you did steal my truth serum.
Borrowed.
Used.
Plus, you don't need it. You have the truth spell.
Hmm?
Okay, let's go. Come on.
Char will truthfully follow Bloom.
And Lavender's is like finishing up, getting ready. She's like you see how like all the dogs are like covered. Like Dame Barkington is like all like sopping wet, like shaking out her fur, and same with Cravington is just good crab, so she's fine. And the Mimic's just whatever. And she's just like putting on her robes and getting out of the water.
Orthene is just cleaning off her armor at this point.
And Nixie's like Lavender's also like washing Nixie's hair, making sure she's all cleaned up. He's like, you have to clean behind your ears. You don't want dirt anywhere. You already looked bigger jagged enough.
There they are. Cruthena waves.
Hey, guys.
Hey! Took you guys long enough. What was that all about?
Where's Summer?
Yeah, okay. Okay, maybe sit down. Okay, here, I'm gonna explain it. Okay, me and Theodmer, we went to a little opening, I guess, and placed things on the ground. I asked him what he was doing, and he thought originally he wanted to bring his wife back, but he realized thanks to us that it was selfish, so he decided he wanted to go be with her. And so he used the scroll he found and did that.
So let me get this straight. We convinced a skeleton to kill himself.
Don't say it like that.
He didn't kill himself, he just...
He went to a
He
better-
ascended.
Yeah, he was already dead anyways.
Alright, fair enough.
And he went to be
Wow.
with his family?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Isn't that wonderful? Corthina just beams in a smile. Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Yeah, see, he's happy.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I mean,
Kind
like,
of a dick move not to say goodbye.
yeah, I agree with Lavender on that one. But, like, he's been traveling this whole time wanting to bring them back. But then he's like, I can hear him now. He's sitting there, like, instead of bringing them here where they could get, like, hurt or whatever again, let's just go be happy in heaven all together. I love that! And she's just on 7th heaven. So happy right now.
I mean, it's a nice story.
It's great! He's with
No,
his
I
family,
wish-
he's happy,
I wish
they're
I
all
just told
together.
him. Yeah.
I'm
It's too
happy
bad
for
we didn't
him.
say goodbye and that we lost such power and knowledge, but I suppose he
I
wasn't cut out
mean,
for the adventure in
left-
life.
His staff and other things.
Omelet? Why is
Yeah.
Omelet? How is Omelet still here?
He's just chilling.
Of course, he's just chilling.
I mean, I see that, but how is he still here if Theodmer's not? I guess I don't understand that part.
Maybe it's
She's like oddly staring at Omelet.
divine will. Omelet, how are you
Alright.
still here?
I don't know.
It's the Hearthstone.
Yeah, so the Omelet's just gonna kind of look at you funny. He doesn't speak.
No, he doesn't.
That's right.
I mean, but
Yeah,
I think
noticed.
he knows sign language, so he's actually gonna sign.
Oh, Gloom doesn't. What does he
Um,
sign?
Well,
Hard to understand.
does anyone except Sister Maribel know sign language?
Yeah, Corthina
Creed.
and Char and Creed, not Char.
Okay.
Tar knows.
Yeah.
Theodmer taught him.
Oh, that's right.
So
Oh, you better, yeah.
Omelet's signing that is gonna sign that Theodmer used the last of his magic to keep him alive in this realm, and that he offered the scroll of true resurrection in exchange for joining his wife in heaven.
That's such a cool story.
What do you say?
Corthina tells it.
Oh. That's
But
Oh,
basically
that's
just affirms what
certainly-
Luke said.
Yeah, pretty much. And what Corthina like tells it in like a more bombastic, over dramatized manner. Because why not?
Well, I suppose he's happy then.
Yeah, this is great. Right, Creed? Right.
Sorry.
Great, you don't have to be so sad that he killed himself. He's happy now.
But he didn't kill
Just-
himself. He just ascended. There's a
died.
difference.
Sure,
Yeah,
he ascended
transcendence.
himself.
He asked to be ascended. So it's pretty much, he didn't even die. You know what happened? He just got plucked from Earth. That is like the biggest blessing anybody I think could get.
I suppose if you're into that all that God stuff, that could be a pretty nice way to go.
Yeah, God just comes and says, "Oh yeah, okay," and then blink, and then you're in heaven. No pain, no suffering. I want to go like that. Shit, he got off lucky.
Are we even sure he got to where he was supposed to be?
I mean, he
I would
said
assume so.
Magma, and I saw him,
I mean,
go.
Yeah, let's not be
I-
Debbie Downers about this. What are you doing?
I've died before. And
Yeah, but you
saw
didn't
my
offer
soul shattered.
anything. You just died. You didn't offer anything. Creed, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm more worried about you, Creed.
Now I am. I'm so concerned. He's so quiet.
No, he looks fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like they're not.
I was gonna say he probably looks really bad right now.
Yeah.
Corthina
Lavender
puts
just
down-
pulls him into a gentle bear hug.
I was gonna say Corthina puts down her armor and hugs him.
Big group hug.
Big group hug.
Yeah, he'll like lean into the hugs, but he doesn't hug back.
Oh no, he's just
I'm
a
not letting you
sandwich
go.
in between,
Yeah.
between Lavender and Corthina.
Yeah.
Well, that's something, all right.
Yeah. Good idea to start the day.
I apologize if I'm a little blunt about this. Perhaps I'd be a little more tearful if it was Shu. But that guy was powerful, but a little bit strange. But I suppose he's still a loss, and but he'll be happy, so it's not something to be sad about.
Mm-mm.
I'm not sad that he's gone to a better place. I'm happy that he's gone to the better place. I'm angry with myself that I wasn't there for it.
Well, to be fair, that was kind of on him.
Was it?
Yeah, he could have said, like, hey, I'm going to ascend. Let's have a little goodbye ritual. Or, hey, I'm going to go off. Goodbye.
That's true. He could have done
No, just
I suppose he said he was selfish, but I don't agree with that. But to each their own. In which case, if he thought it was selfish to say goodbye, it's not selfish of you not to be there.
Yeah, you shouldn't
If
feel
he had
bad.
wanted to say goodbye, it would have been bad, but because he didn't, it's not your fault. It's not on you.
It'll be okay, Creed.
I'll tell you, if I die before you, which I doubt it. Lavender kind of chuckles at that as she pulls the Creed even closer and just goes, if I die before you and you're not there, you wouldn't be mad about that. But until then, you're all good.
That
gonna,
was
like,
not
test
the
his
right thing to say. That was not the right thing to say.
Corthina just petting his head. Like, he's just being, like, sandwiched and squished between them two.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
He's gonna like
Poor
try
guy.
to. Yeah, Ku's gonna try to back out from between them. Just I'm gonna go take a walk or something. Oh,
Do you
be
need
back.
something to take your mind off of it? Because we still need to deal with Lord Morningsong's situation.
And what's it called? And now I can't remember the name of the towns. The two towns.
Yeah,
Beinnhold,
Gristle.
Right?
Yeah, Gristle and Beinnhold.
We still got all those quests to help you out with. You haven't failed anyone yet?
Do you mean I haven't failed anyone yet?
I don't think the yet was necessary.
Yeah, maybe yet was a bad way to put it, but you haven't failed anyone.
I let Shu die, Char died, Yonder's gone. I didn't get to say goodbye to him.
Well, Charmer
Morningsong
did.
got assassinated right in front of us.
Yeah, first
That
of all,
was not your fault.
That was not on us. How are we supposed to prepare for origami of death?
I don't know.
Second of all,
I-
Charlie's right here. If he's mad at you, he can say so. Otherwise, it's not on you. Third of all, Theodmer didn't want to say goodbye, so you can't really blame yourself for saying goodbye. I could blame you for trying to get in a sip of alcohol, but I think that's the least of your problem. So anyway.
Oh, Lord.
So come on. It'll be fine.
Look at the chart. Of course, chart took third by mold.
Wait, which one's closer? Gristle or Beinnhold?
Beinnhold is going to be a lot closer.
Okay.
So if you guys are actually done here, what I can do is I can just switch the map over to the world map.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything
So as
specifically
Creed is-
planned here for you, unless you want to do something here.
Nah, I'm good. Anyone else?
Lavender is one little thing she's going to do. She's start going to, like, I imagine there's going to be plenty of flowers, so she just asked me to help her start gathering some flowers. down by the river.
'Cause I'm
Very well.
assuming-
And Lavender's going to lean over to Nix and just go, "Can you maybe write a song, cheer up Creed? I don't think I was doing it very well."
Yeah,
I'm not really
I'll
one
think
for
of
the-
something along
Yeah.
the way.
And these flowers, we can make him a nice little bouquet. I guess it would make more sense to make it for Theodmer, but to be fair, I don't think he wanted it.
Yeah, anything to help him feel better, of course.
Yeah. How are you taking it? Yeah, I know you didn't know him long.
Really sure. I'm not sure what to do or how to help, if I'm being honest.
Well, at least we're together on that. I suppose I'm a little optimistic about the whole thing. If he ended up happy, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, I had
He
the
made an
beginnings of
informed
a
decision.
song, but was worried in doing so I might step on somebody's toes or offend in some way. Because everybody grieves differently.
Fair enough.
I didn't want to assume that he wanted that. Because as you could see, half of the group is happy for him. And I think I am too, being happy. It seems that the only thing he wanted in his current life was to be where he is now. So to get that is really
Yeah, what I'm
idyllic.
saying. But I
But-
guess it doesn't help when you're
Exactly.
thinking of it from the perspective of an alcoholic chased by demons and recently cursed, and he thinks he's in charge. He needs to take responsibility for everything. So
Exactly. He has so much on his plate already. I'd hate to make it harder for him to decompress.
yeah, maybe you'll do a better job giving him a hug. You're so tiny, he might actually like it. Instead of getting smushed, he can do the smushing. It came out weird, but you know what I mean.
We'll
I
see.
do. I don't know. I give up on
We'll
trying to
see.
speak.
I'll think of something, surely.
That was
We've got a
terrible.
long
That
enough
was
journey
terrible.
that I can come up with something between now and then.
That was the worst
Obviously,
thing
I
I've ever said.
think right now, on the initial impact, we need to give him what he needs, and that would be space. He needs to digest it in his own way for right now.
Yeah.
He'll let us in when he's ready.
Yeah. But you keep an eye on him drinking as well. I can't be everywhere at once. If he starts drinking again, you've got permission to whack him. Preferably not with that loot because it was pretty expensive, but find
No,
something else.
Of course not, of course not.
Okay.
I have a small dagger. I could hit him with the blunt end of it.
Yeah.
And if
Speaking
he
of which, you should
as well,
probably...
there's a sharp end.
Yeah. And Lavender's got a bunch of flowers, and she's going to take some of her Nixie, and she's start going to, as she's walking, she's going to rearrange them, like taking small bites from some and eating a few. For the rest, she's like making into a nice little bouquet for Creed, like going nicely with his eyes.
His red, blood red eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's about like red and orange flowers, kind of like a sunset. Where's Creed anyway, by now?
He's sitting up against the like backside of the tavern or whatever. He has his maps laid out, and he has like a bunch of crumpled pieces of parchment around him as he's again charting a course, like he said.
And Lavender's just going to come up to him and be like, "Hey, dude, almost ready to go?"
Yeah, there's a few routes we can take.
Oh,
Just
here's some
trying to
flowers.
decide the best one. Oh, thank you. Are these for?
Sorry, I ate a few of them,
eating?
but Nick's. Oh no, these are for. You can eat them if you want, but they don't taste particularly good. But I mean, I was hoping to cheer you up, and that lavender, like flowers, are my favorite thing. My name is fucking Lavender. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I mean, it's on the nose. It's kind of prophetic, but it works out. But I try to make some that might suit you a little bit more, make you feel a little better. I know traditionally you get flowers to the person that dies, but I don't think you'd really want them. Or he performs some experiments on them, so at least you got them. And if you want to like use these flowers to decorate omelet to make yourself feel better, maybe make it all moving mausoleum on omelet. I don't know how you grieve, whatever.
As you're rambling on about it, you see Creed like started with a complete deadpan look, before like a very subtle smile creeps up to like the corner of his lips, and he just kind of like scoffs under his breath. I'll figure out something to do with this. Thank you.
Yeah, I know you find that
Lavender.
funny, but fuck you. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna reach as high up on Lavender's back as I can reach, and I'm just gonna pat her and say, "Good try."
Oh, you reached your leg.
I know.
Lavender's just gonna give you a little thumbs up and walk out.
Right at your
Start-
knee.
Yeah, start prepping the horses.
So, heading out is, after getting ready to leave, you head out. Currently, the party is around here.
Yep.
So Gristle is right here. Beinnhold's right over here.
I suppose Beinnhold first. Then we can go back down by the river. Be nice to spend some more time in the Fae.
Freshwater source on the way back over the Gristle is a smart idea.
Yeah, hopefully we don't run into any more problems. Although they might get your mind off everything, but... Well, yeah. Let's get moving. You, get on this horse. I'll get on behind you. You're going to sleep. Here, Corthina, or whoever wants, take the map.
Okay, I got it.
Not.
No, you're not going to say this. You're going to bed. You're up
sorry.
all night writing these fucking symbols, and now you found out the worst news possible. You're going to sleep.
No, listen.
I don't think it's the worst news possible.
No, just let me stay awake. If I sleep, I'm just gonna be thinking about it, navigating. It's something
Right.
to do.
Fine. But if you don't go to bed tonight, I am personally knocking you out. And I know that doesn't provide the same benefits to people who sleep like you, but it'll work.
I guess I appreciate it, even though you probably are going to break my nose again when you do that.
I know, I'll just suffocate you. I'll just like cover your mouth and nose, but... Anyway, let's get going.
Yeah.
That was a little morbid.
Okay. And making your way to Beinnhold, the closer you get, you do see that there appear to be storm clouds coming from Beinnhold. It seems as though a storm is coming down through the Jagged Scar down the Draxon River.
Can I do a nature check to make sure it's a normal storm?
I mean, you can do a nature check.
Can I
Yeah.
help with that since I'm also proficient?
Sure.
How much is that?
It's just advantage.
Advantage. So.
Let me see. And that's nature again. A 15 and... So, a 20.
I mean, the storms seem to be magical in nature, but it's not an abnormal. It's not an abnormality for this region. Creed would be able to tell you, because he was raised here, that this is, these kinds of storms are tend to be more common than otherwise.
Something for the agriculture. Totally.
Well, all right.
No, not for the
No? Oh.
agriculture. It's just something that happens.
Yeah.
So.
It's nothing to be worried about. I couldn't explain it, but it happens every few months or so. So don't worry about it too much. Just keep your cloaks tight. Try to keep the rain out.
Yep. Well, Nixie, is your cloak good enough? She's still got the human cloak. I just lent it to her.
Yes. Even my toes
Okay,
are covered.
Yep, get wrapped tight. Don't fall out the saddle. Last thing we need is you getting swept away.
And I was going to say, Creed is also going to go to everyone else one by one and overlook their cloaks to see if they're up to his high standards.
Does Gloom have to have a cloak on? Because, I mean, you mentioned rain. I don't think she'd put one on for that.
Are you sure? You might get the cold.
You're an
Do you know what
amphibian.
I am? Have
It's just a frog.
Yeah, but you don't want to get too
seen
cold.
me?
Oh, they're all cold-blooded, so it makes sense. Well, she's cold-blooded killer, and she's cold-blooded, which means...
Yeah.
Well, are frogs cold-blooded? I think
The
they are.
frogs are, yes. They need a heat source, like a lamp or something.
So
Yeah, so Lavender's just like muttering to herself, and she goes, "No, Clume, you're getting a nice cozy blanket because otherwise you're going to start getting too cold, and then you'll shut down. Then you won't be any good holding the knife."
But water.
Water's
Good for
great,
me.
but cold is not.
Just
You guys are no fun.
no, just you won't. If you feel off, let me know, okay? I've got spare
Yep.
clothes.
Okay.
And do
And Lavender's holding
Tell
her
me,
cloak up, and she just
please.
goes, "I will swallow you up like a mama bear if you get too cold. So you let me know straight away."
Okay.
man. So what about you, Chad? Are you holding up okay?
Yeah. It's just a little rain, right?
Little rain never hurt anybody.
I didn't. You're invoking the Fae. How dare you? And now it's
What?
going to rain extra hard. It's
rain
that,
extra
don't you know
hard?
the classic sayings? You never say stuff like that because as soon as you say that, it's going to come down even harder, and then you're going to be washed away, and your last words are going to be, "I thought it was just a bit of rain."
I was hoping somebody's gonna finish my reference, but never mind. I'm sad about it now.
oh, which reference were
I
you
don't-
making?
Never, a little rain never hurt anybody. Yeah, but a lot can kill you. From Jumanji.
What? Oh, nope.
Jumanji, that's old school,
It's
bro.
painful.
That just hit
Not
me.
that old.
More thinking of the really old Weather Channel advertisement. You know, my shoes are wet.
Robin
My
Williams.
socks are wet. I hate the rain.
Oh, I'm so
Well, maybe
sad.
the rain
Anyway,
hates
yep,
you.
continue.
Wow,
We're
that's
fine.
just like the best way to
Alright.
cheer someone up.
Anyway, you guys make it to Beinnhold with no particular incident.
Just rain.
Just rain.
There's rain.
Shh.
Time is it when we get there?
Bloom's having fun. She's jumping in puddles.
That sounds about right.
it's, early afternoon.
It's really close, actually.
You know.
Oh, by the way,
nothing too
Cortina's
crazy.
cloak was fine. Thanks for checking.
Well, okay. The whole
Just kidding.
rain, I was gonna. Somebody up there! Yeah!
It's fine. I was just checking. It's fine. I was just kidding. I was messing around.
Don't do that to Creed. He's gonna start crying.
It's okay. We're gonna see his woman soon. It's fine.
So anyway, let me go ahead and do this. Just move all of you. You're all right there.
I don't want to be right there.
Oh, too bad. So sad. Anyway,
So
you guys.
let's let
Like-
Trixie phase into existence.
Let's bring Nixie in and Sister Maribel here. I gotta replace Nixie's portrait.
Yeah.
Hey,
I gotta
is
give
it
her-
finally time?
I gotta get her a new token and icon.
Woo!
Although I really do like the image that's on the stream right now because that's a cute image for Nixie. If
Hold on, I can't see it.
Go to the
I'll look
stream.
at
It's
it.
really cute.
Oh, look
is
at it.
Yeah.
really- it's super cute.
It is really cute.
Okay, well,
Why am I back there? I'm over here.
apparently someone. Okay, so apparently I gotta go drink water because someone just redeemed the watering hole, and they also redeemed the NPC interruption, which is not working yet because you guys haven't encountered any NPCs since that was redeemed. So
Ah.
be right
Well, we'll have to
back.
hold
I
on to
gotta
that
go
one.
get some water. You guys talk amongst yourselves and entertain the masses.
Are you
pulling up
excited to
the-
see your girl?
That
You
is
gotta,
so
like-
cute. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Why do I keep bouncing there? I want to be right there.
I've also got some lyrics written for when I'm prepared.
Oh shit! Oh shit! We're gonna
Listen,
live performance
listen.
and everything.
Agreed.
I'm not gonna. I will hum a tune, but the words will most likely not get sang. They'll most likely get posted in chat, but it's fine.
Slam poetry.
We're reading like a
got it.
poetry, yeah.
Yeah, slam poetry.
Snap, 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 snap.
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back. I'm
Fuck.
Can't wait
drinking
for the
water.
breakup scene.
Welcome back.
Okay. That is redeemed. Alright, cool. So, you guys make it to Beinnhold. Where are you going first? What are you doing first?
Guys,
Is it still
before
raining?
anyone...
Yeah, it's still raining.
Oh, wait. Can y'all hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix my stuff. But Lavinus is going to pull Quirky and Nixie aside and just go, wait, you two. You have to listen.
Listening.
There's a Brenda lady inside. She's the
Mhm.
worst. Quirky, I know you like her. I know you ship her with Creed. She's the
Who said
worst.
that?
She's an enabler. She's an enabler. She poured
Somebody
so much
who's
beer for
going
him
to
last time.
offer him alcohol. 10-4. I
Yeah,
understand.
that's what I mean. Like, if you do so, you have permission to boot her out the door. You can blame me. And Creed will be super
But-
mad, but he'll blame me.
No,
But-
wait, aren't they a thing?
I mean, as bad as much as, like, you know, I don't know, a forest fire in a forest, a fish in oil.
I mean,
fish in
personally,
oil,
I'm not objecting to your
fly in
plan,
a web.
but you know, I will take the drink. I'm not going to drink the drink, but I will take the drink.
Yeah, that works for me, but, you know, just watch her.
Got it.
Of course. Yes. Sorry, I did something dumb and I'm trying to fix it.
Don't we all do that?
I mean, it's awesome.
I'm sorry. I'm
So-
sorry. That was the wrong place to. I was trying to send it to myself.
I mean, you can
I don't even know what
reference
happened.
it just fine. That's honestly, it's great.
I appreciate it. They'll hear it later.
Are you having fun, Gloom?
It was an accident.
Yes.
Okay.
So where are we going?
All right, Creed. You wanted to be in Beinnhold. You're here in Beinnhold.
Yeah,
The
and
world
I
is
need to
your
go to
oyster.
church. I need to go to church.
You need to go to church. Oh,
I
look
need
at
to
him
go to
going
church.
church.
I'll wait outside.
You're gonna wait outside.
I'm just
and
going to head to the bakery.
I wasn't really appreciated in this church last time I was here.
And Lavinus is going to turn to Nixie. Do you want to go to the church or
I'll
the
go
bakery or anywhere else?
I'll be moral support.
Food or church? Food, 100%.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, follow me and don't be too surprised. Sister Maribel, what about you? I suspect church.
Yep, Sister Maribel's going to the church.
Goody two shoes. Sorry.
She's a cleric of Eldath. What do you think she's gonna do? She's a lawful good
I'm
cleric of Eldath.
I'm just causing problems. Corthine is going for moral support, as always.
Yeah, I guess the church people should go first.
Oh, Lavender, are you trying to go cop a look at the baker? Is that what you're doing?
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Keep her in
Anyway.
line, Nixie. I'm just kidding.
Now I'm worried.
Don't be. It's fine. It's great.
So as you go into the church, you know you open the doors. The sound of rain patters on the stone steps on your way up, and you begin to walk through the musty chapel, looking for Father Albanus, who's more than likely in his office.
Creed'll make his way through the pews in the building with a well-practiced gait, kind of shrugging his shoulders, getting the rain off in the doorway as much as he can before he almost like mindlessly makes his way towards Albanus's office and knocks on the door.
And you'll say, "Oh, one second," and you'll hear a couple of footsteps, and the door opens, and Father Albanus looks at you, and he looks at you for a couple of seconds before his eyes brighten up. As, "Oh, Creed! Gods be with you, my boy," and he's gonna, give you a big hug.
Yeah, Creed'll he'll take the hug, and his arms kind of lay limp at his sides for a second before, after a second or two, he slowly hugs back, and just took you a second to recognize me. Do I look that bad?
No, my memory's not what it used to be. It's
No, you gave him dementia.
Oh,
no.
No, dude.
How evil.
Oh,
You're worse than a demon.
oh no. No, you can't do that.
Don't worry. I've been seeing some doctors. I think someone says that there's a way to cure it, but my years have been catching up to me. So yeah.
Breathe in peppermint. It'll help.
But no,
Just trust me.
Don't worry about me. I'll be just fine, Creed. Just what brings you back to Beinnhold?
Oh, a whole mess of things. Let's see, Char's there with him, right?
No, Char stayed outside, I thought.
Oh,
No, Char went in.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure because they thought he was hesitant about going in. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Creed.
gonna look at Char and think, I remember you. I do remember you. Are you cured?
I think so. I've been able to pray. No brand on the back.
Good. Well, what brings you here?
Like I said, I have a whole slew of things. I wanted to let you know that Char is recovered, and last I left, you were doing some research on an arcane genesis way of breaking whatever hold there was upon him, but that's no longer needed.
Well, arcane genesis is a bit out of my expertise, unfortunately. I don't think I'll be able to wield that sort of magic.
I see. Anyway, Father, I also wanted to speak with you for some advice, if I may.
Of course.
Creed will take a half step into his office before he looks back at Corthina and Char. And is Gloom still chilling outside?
Yep.
Well, never mind, Gloom's not there. He'll look back to Corthina and Char and
I'm sure Sister Maribel's
just yeah. He'll look at the three of them and just I'll be out in a minute.
Okay, we'll wait for you.
Let me know if anything goes wrong somehow. Okay.
We're the first to know.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. But with that, Creed will close the door and probably sit across from Albanus at his desk or whatever.
He's gonna, walk around his desk and he's gonna pull out some sacramental wine. He's gonna pour a small glass of it. It's you would know from experience. It's nothing that could ever get you drunk, even if you drunk like 5 bottles of the stuff.
Yeah.
So he's gonna offer you a bit of it.
Ooh. Oh, does Creed take it though?
I said, it's like
he needs. It's the placebo. He needs it for the placebo.
You would know that it's entirely harmless. It would never get you drunk, and that's the only reason why he's offering it to you.
Creed will take it and be a little snobbish and take a smell of the wine before downing it. Thank you.
It's just as bitter as always.
Yep. Is it weird that I still enjoy the taste?
Well, you get used to it after a certain amount of time. You used to think you were clever raiding the cabinet for it. You'd run around pretending you were drunk.
Yep. Those were much simpler times.
Well.
I need help, Father. I need guidance. I need something. Since I left some months ago, I've seen so many things. Great things, but just as many terrible. I've grown rather fond of the people I travel with, despite the occasional bickering and arguing and pokes and jabs at one another. It is like a family, in a way. And I'm not even sure where to begin. I worry so much about them. I have begun losing sleep. I have begun having nightmares about the worst possible situations of Char being dragged to the underworld, or Cortina being stabbed by a spear. These things that just keep me up at night, and as we continue the journey, more and more of these things are not becoming nightmares. They're real. But I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
Sounds like you've had a really hard journey.
Yeah.
But you can only do what you are capable of controlling.
But there are things I should be able to control, like
You cannot change the threads of fate, Creed.
don't say that. Don't. Please don't say that.
Whatever is
No,
meant to happen, it's going to happen.
No, you don't understand, Albanus.
I
I
do understand, Creed. You might know me as a priest of Ilmater, but you don't know of me before I took on the cloth. I understand far more than you realize. The nightmares, they go away. Time helps the wounds heal.
how? But I guess so. I'm just supposed to accept what will happen. I'm just supposed to accept that they're going to die. I'm just supposed to accept that.
If a rock is thrown into the river, the fish have no choice but to deal with the intrusion. If it's the will of the gods to meddle with you, you can certainly fight back in whatever way you can. But I would say don't be surprised if you find the efforts futile.
So what then? I'm just going to be a victim to fate then?
No. I did not say become a victim. You're trying so hard to tug at the strands of fate, to change them in your favor, that you are inevitably causing the problems yourself. You tug on a string, hoping it does one thing and it does another. Just let the fates be. Let the cards fall how they will. Let nature run its course.
Isn't it all futile then? If fighting against it doesn't change it, and going with the flow just lets it happen, what am I doing?
You should enjoy the journey while you can. We all live, we're all born, we all die. I won't live forever, Creed. But when I pass, I hope you will find that it's a matter of happiness. Because when I get to enter into the heaven, and Ilmater greets me with open arms, That will be a happy day.
What about when I die, Father?
I don't know.
I
I can plead your case, as I've done in the past many times. As I believe your friends might have done. Rather
see.
than change the outcome for your friends, you should try to change the outcome for yourself. You can control yourself. That is the only person you have control of, Creed.
Okay. Creed's gonna like just kind of drum his fingers on the table at that. I see. That's a tall order to ask. Just stop trying to change everything.
You can change your actions to fit what you believe is best for yourself. If your world is swept away from you, all you can choose to do is mourn the loss or choose happiness. You know the ways of Ilmater. You lift others up where you can. Even if the person you are helping dies the next day, you have made a difference.
Thank you, Father. I need to learn how to be as wise as you one day.
Well, at a certain point, I stopped taking life so seriously. I think that's where I started to become happy again.
Like treat it like it's a party.
No. Again, you control what you can, and you let go of what you cannot.
I see.
You could treat it like it's a party every day. But what is the inevitable outcome? You hungover,
Probably.
stealing chickens,
Yeah.
stealing
Yeah.
pies from my favorite baker.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm better than that. It's gonna like kind of just like slump onto Albanus's table. Just thank you, Father. I know I sound like a broken record saying that all the time, but I would be lost without you.
Well, I do hope that whatever it is you are dealing with, you find resolution. I know in the case of your curse that you're dealing with, you're seeking a answer to that. And truth be told, I don't know how you're gonna go about it, but if I could shake the abyss and free you from that curse, I would.
Well,
but I don't have that
like-
ability.
Well, I tell you what, Father Albanus. It's my curse, and you said I can choose to change me.
Yes.
So maybe it's just me who has to shake up the abyss, right?
I suppose you could. And should you do so, I would be very keenly interested in hearing more about that story.
Of course, Father. I think we're probably going to be staying the night here to wait out the rain. Is my room in the attic still there?
Yes, it is.
I think I'll stay up there for the night.
Of course. Is there any? Is this the only? Is this why you came here, or?
Yeah, I just
What else?
need to. Well, speaking of shaking up the abyss, Creed's gonna. He's not gonna show off the scroll, but he just kind of like opens his coat collar and shows the scroll. I got the lead that there's someone around here who might be able to help at least identify this curse or the nature or other things.
And
I get.
who might that be?
So I'm not sure the scroll ever said. All I got was it's an informant.
It did say.
There was a name. I don't think I got it though. Starts
Yeah,
with an M.
What was it?
I only have one name.
Let me find it and I'll reply to the message so you can take a look. But
Mistopheles? No, that's from Morning Sun.
Is it Venetrix Hearthflower?
no.
No.
That's Lavender's. Oh, Mother Sarravelle. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's what I have.
Sarravelle.
A Mother Sarravelle. Do you know her at all? Yes.
I knew her at one point.
Was it a fond knowing, or
She was dear to me.
dear to you?
Yes.
I see. Do you think she'll be able to help me?
I imagine she might. You'll find her in the further up into the Jagged Scar.
Listen. I'll make sure to come back to you and let you know whatever I find out.
I do hope she's okay.
I hope so too. Should I tell her you say hi?
Well, maybe. I guess. I don't know if she blames me still or not, but who knows?
Maybe when I come back here for the night, you can tell me about her. Your history together. It is of great interest to me.
Yes, of course. But I'm tired. I think I need to be alone.
Of course. Take care, Father. And I'll be seeing you.
Blessings be upon you, Creed.
Blessings be upon you, Father. And with that, Creed's gonna very quietly slip out of the room and close the office door behind him.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, just like runs his hand down his face. Just, oh, okay.
Corthina signs. Are you okay?
I got a Father Albanus always knows just what to say. I'm doing far better. Thank you.
Okay, Corthina nods, gives a hearty nod, and smiles.
Are you guys doing okay?
As good as we can be doing.
Sorry, what was that, Char?
Well, we're doing as well as we can.
Yeah. Hey, like, Mom, are you here too? When did you... I guess I was in there for a while.
I've
Yeah,
been
she kinda-
outside the whole time.
You have?
Yeah, I've just been. Look at all this rain. I love rain.
Ah, alright. Sorry, scatterbrained.
Yeah. What are we supposed to do now? What's the plan?
Well, first thing is first, there's going to be a conga line of commoners. Second thing second.
I cast summon commoners.
Yeah, summon conga line.
What would you
First
like
thing
to do?
is-
Another.
I did. What? Who? What? Lavender.
Oh, I didn't want to interrupt y'all.
Corthina asks
Before-
Creed what he wants to do.
This is your home.
Firstly, I need to speak with Berla. I think it's wisest for the rest of us to wait out the rain until tomorrow.
Mm.
And then
Okay.
we're going to be
Are you gonna
traveling a
propose
little
to
bit.
her?
No.
Oh.
I guess him kind of like grit his teeth a little bit. I think I need to call it.
What?
I
You
can't.
guys known each other for a very long time.
We have known each other for a long time, and I fear that's the problem. I've known her for years, and I can't say for certain if I actually have feelings for her or just the leaker she provided.
Oh.
Hmm.
I mean, fair, but oh.
And
We'll
we're
just.
staying at her inn, right?
Nah.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should buy the room first.
Yeah. Is there any
Mark.
other inns here?
No.
Well, there's a room up in the attic. I'm sure I could move a couch or something up there in case anyone needs the bunk.
I mean, we're just customers. It's you that's gonna need a place to stay, because you'll be.
Yeah, she's kicking you out.
Well, you know what? Maybe
she's
she's not like that. How about you? Let's think the best of it. Maybe she's like,
I
oh,
mean-
okay. I'm trying to be hopeful here.
I'm remembering the last time we were here, and you know,
She's
it'll
very-
be great, Creed. Just rip it off
very
like a band-aid. Just go in and say, "I don't like you."
No.
I don't think we do that. I think we
No,
do
no,
it
no.
a little nicer.
Okay. Gloom. I love you for
What?
that, but I think we gotta be a little
That's
more
what I would
gentle.
do.
with this.
little
I know. I know, Gloom. I know. That's the thing. I know you for that. But I think this is a little bit more of a sensitive situation.
Yeah.
You
So,
lead the
like,
way,
I'm
Creed.
sorry,
Let's
I don't
go.
like you.
What?
So, like, if you're being more, is it like, "I'm sorry, I don't like you," or like,
I'm sorry I don't have romantic feelings for you anymore.
I was
Oh.
just thinking more like we should distance ourselves, you know?
"Yeah, we should definitely stay outside and
Yeah.
not look through the window
Yeah.
while it's happening."
We
I
could walk
think I'm
into
gonna
it.
do that.
Make sure
Okay.
we-
Bloom, can you like make us all invisible? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Charm makes people invisible, not me.
I have a potion of invisibility, and 2, I can make 2 people invisible. We could all be invisible.
Perfect. Creed, lead the way.
You
Creed,
are
That's the
really
plan.
going to. You guys are just gonna watch, like.
For safety
you want me to
purposes,
hold your
right, guys?
hand?
Well, no, not hold my hand. Like, how am I
Be
supposed to
there for
speak for?
emotional support.
Do
We'll
you
be in the corner
realize?
for emotional support. How's that?
Yeah, we can do like we're in a booth with like the menus up, while you're like, and then like you could signal us if things go bad, and then we'll run and try to find another place to stay because there's so many of us and there's no other inn.
Okay, we'll be there in amongst the air. You do it. If we need cover, I'll be right there, I promise. I genuinely don't think she's gonna do anything.
She might give me a, black eye or something. She's pretty feisty. We'll see.
Okay.
You're
I've
not
got
gonna-
something for
I bet
that.
20 she hits him.
You're not gonna cave back in, are you?
No, I'm
Like we're for sure adamant this time.
going back to my childhood bedroom up in the attic. He's just gonna point up to like the tower of the church.
Oh, that's cool.
That's not special.
Okay. Alright, before you guys head over to the Mossy Mug, let's jump over to
Lavender and Nixie.
Nixie.
Yep. Let's see how this
Yeah.
goes. I'm curious.
Yeah, sorry for hijacking the spotlight there.
No, it's much fun. It was fun listening to this discussion. And all I was going to say is, if Lavender was there, she would just be eyeing Green and just go, if she tries that, I will fucking deck her on your behalf. Like, that's not even optional. That's what's going to happen. But anyway, Lavender's like wrapped up in her new cloak, the cloak of obscurity or whatever it's called, and she's going to be like, she's just walking into that, like she bids the dogs to stay under the awning, even though the dogs and the chickens and the mimic and the crab, basically the whole barnyard is like begging to come in and try nice pies, but she's like, no, you stay out here, sit. And so she like shakes the rain off, and then she just walks in.
And as you go in, you do see Delphi there, the spring ladron. She says, welcome in. It's a lovely weather we're having, isn't it? Would you like some pie?
Oh yes, certainly the best kind of weather, and yes, certainly. Do you have any special pie for the occasion, or just the usual?
Oh, just the usual Solemberry. It's my personal favorite, and it seems to be everyone's personal favorite.
It certainly is the best.
You sell one kind of pie.
Yes.
Well, yes, Dixie, but this is the best kind of pie there is. So,
All right.
wait until you try it.
So,
How much for a slice right now?
I believe a slice is one. So she's so one silver for a slice of pie.
And gold is 10 silver, right?
Yes.
Would that be an entire pie? I guess gold for a pie.
Sure. If you want to do that. I should.
Yeah. She just goes, you know what? I've got a little bit extra gold lying around. Would you wouldn't happen to have 10 fresh pies, would you? Or more accurately, well, let me rephrase that. Could I pay for 5 pies for today and 5 for tomorrow when we leave?
Certainly.
And pies.
Yep.
I'm
and
not
Lavender's-
judging. I'm just confirming that it's 10. 1-0.
They're delicious pies.
Okay.
Yeah, Lavender just whispers down and just goes, trust me, you'll love these pies, Dixie. If you don't, I'll eat it for you.
Okay.
And
Okay.
she's just going to carefully place the 10 gold on the counter.
And let me get those wrapped up for you real quick. And she hustles around putting pies in bags and little cloth sacks before setting them on the counter for you to take.
And Lavender just takes the 5 pies and she just goes, I'll be back for tomorrow. But before I go, I know this is a very strange question, but you're the only Elijah I've seen for a bit. So I must ask, you haven't happened to heard the name Benetrix Sharda in a while, have you?
I don't know that name. Is it a name I should know?
Oh, certainly not. I would be, well, I wouldn't be praying. I'd be like, let's just say I'd be sad on your behalf if you didn't know the name. But, well, you wouldn't have, and Lavender slides extra piece of gold across the table. If you happen to hear anyone mention that name, would you, and you see me again, would you please let me know?
Of course. And what's your name?
Lavender.
Lavender. Of course. If should I hear that name, I will remember to tell you.
Alright, thank you very much. And Lavender,
Have a wonderful
yeah.
day.
you too. And Lavender heads out and just like beckons Nixie and just goes, wait until you try these pies. And Lavender gets like, Lavender just crouches down outside.
I need to forward the image of the pies again, unless someone else can grab that for me. And
I'll jump up and grab it. It's just in the group in the chat, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's there.
I'll run up and grab it. I'm running.
So Lavender is like, she just like sits down by the curb and just starts cutting into one of the pies, and she just like cuts it 3 little slices.
And the hues are of a mixture of red, blue, purple, and it looks like it's just fading in and out of each other as if it's like the ocean, right? It's not like it's like solid red, solid blue, solid purple. No, it's like magically changing color as you're looking at it.
And so Lavender just like starts showing it to Nixie, and she takes one slice and like kind of wraps it up the whole, and hands one slice to Nixie, and then like splits the last slice amongst the pets. And she's like, no, share. Woofsy, be more gentle. You gotta share. All of you get a little bit. We'll save the rest for later.
We're almost there. Hold on.
Yep.
Yeah, let me just do this.
I got it.
You got it?
I have a copy image.
Under a smithy would be one that sells weapons, right?
Yes. Here,
For a
there's
second,
I figured
there's
as
a
much.
picture of the pie.
Oh, and this is Spring Legend too, since I'm up here.
And 4. Okay.
For a second, I thought you said a smoothie sells weapons.
That'd be
I-
nice to be.
Smithy.
I have a bit of a headache and am unable to talk right at the moment.
I hope you
apologize.
feel better. It was just kind of funny.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Uh,
sorry.
so, Nixie, are you eating the pie?
100%.
Okay. So as you eat the pie, it is the sweetest, freshest fruit that you can imagine. It does seem to taste like a mixture of raspberries and blackberries. But do you imagine that whatever this taste is might seem to go well with anything?
Well, color me surprised.
Yeah, I was telling you, it's great. I will
I
save the
think
rest
I
of the pie. Once we get to the inn, we can get some cider to go with it.
Understand.
It'd be perfect in this weather. Hard cider for me, regular cider for you. You're a little too small for it.
Did you want to go to Bobby Bin's?
No, I don't have any money.
Okay.
Would you happen to mention it? When Labrado's is going to notice you looking forlornly at it and just go, "Oh, do you need a sword?" I noticed in the last fight you're
Something-
trying to use
Yes.
that.
Just,
Well,
I'm
I got
going
shit.
to look at my feet and just look at my feet and defeat.
Well, certainly, let's get you a weapon yet then. I've got some 50 or so gold, but try to haggle them down. I bet you're good at. No, I can tell you'd be good at that.
Oh, come, sir. I'm so small. How will I protect myself?
Yes. Sell me a dagger. It's as big as a sword for me.
Alright.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go. And Lavender's just gonna walk in,
Alright.
and she'll just kind of wait by the door with the money, kind of looking like a little muscle.
Yep, and as you walk into the door, there's a bell that rings to enter, and you see a man, blonde hair, blue eyes, looks to be more of an elf. Says, welcome into Bobby Bins. What can I get for you today?
I'm looking for just a simple weapon.
A simple weapon. What are you talking about? A crossbow? Or are you talking about a dagger? A sword? Short sword? Do you need something for your, may I presume, to be a bodyguard?
Yes. Well, no, not for them, but I'm looking for a short sword.
A short sword?
Yes.
Of course. We got plenty of short swords here.
Okay.
Are you looking for a specific type of material? Are you looking for the cheapest one we got? What kind of... Are you looking for a bargain?
We'll start with the cheapest one you have or the bargain. Let me see those options.
Well, the short sword I have, the shortest one I have with the bargain, is going to be 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
Lavender just kind of snorts and then kind of like beckons over to Nixie. It's like, come here for a second.
Okay, what?
Look. Get the best sword you can. It's going to serve you so much better. If you get a cheap sword now, you won't even be able... Like, I know the saying is, kill a person, you steal their sword, it's better than yours, but frankly, you won't be able to kill anyone with such a cheap sword. Get a nice little one.
Just trying to be mindful. I don't like the idea that I'm not getting it myself.
Oh no, well, you can pay me back later if by killing someone I need you to, or like, I don't know. But for now...
We'll take that
Yes.
one. That's fine.
Yeah. Yes, buy a really good sword. Like, if I were you, go for a 100 gold sword, haggle it down. I don't care how you do it. Just you can just point at me and I'll just be like,
We'll do... Okay. I'm gonna walk back up to the elf. So I've changed my mind. I don't think I want cheap. I want something that will last. Something that can, well, do its job for a long period of time without risk of the injury or harm to myself.
Yes. I know the exact sword you want. And he's going to go down under the desk and you're going to hear some bumpling and rustling. He's going to pull out a sword. It's going to be like kind of, the blade itself is going to be kind of curvy. Like it just like looks like it wiggles back and forth. This is my stabby sword. It's not pretty, but it gets the stabbing done.
Okay, and this is what you would say is the best one you carry.
Of my short swords, yes.
Okay, and what's the price on that one?
It's 30 gold.
Can I? Yeah. And I mean, it's a short sword for 30 gold.
Yes. You won't find a better bargain in Beinnhold, I guarantee you that.
I'm gonna look back at Lavender and see if I can get any kind of sign, if this is a nod of approval, if she agrees, if she thinks
Lavender is just going to do...
Okay.
She's going to do the classic. She's going to...
Real quick question. Do either of you have the silver spiral of self-sufficiency?
I have no idea what that is, so
No.
no.
Okay. Then, okay. That's all I need to know. Who does have possession of that, by the way? Is it Char?
I think it's me. I think I do have it.
Okay.
Well, now I'm worried.
But Lavender's is going to just kind of... She's going to do a roll for... Let me see what I can roll for. I'm trying to decide. You 1 second.
I was curious to see if we could tell if he was lying.
No, you could roll insight on it.
Yeah.
If
Lavender's
that
also
really
gonna roll
was the
insight.
best thing he has, yeah, I'm gonna roll insight.
Sure.
14. 19.
Let's see.
Yeah, so he's not lying to you. He's telling you the truth.
Okay, so that was a 22. And Lavender's going to try to mime to her, because classically she's terrible at this. She's going to do a performance check. So that is a 21, so I guess that'd work. She's just trying to mime. She basically goes, looks good. Haggle him for all he's worth.
Head for it. Are you sure 30 gold pieces
Yes,
is
I am
what
quite
you want
sure.
for it?
Or my name isn't Body Bins.
And there's not anything I could do who maybe cut a deal.
Lavender kind of gasps at that. Her mind went the really wrong way.
Well,
Do you see her stumble
young
back?
lady, you seem
And
to be
then-
a bit too small to be making those types of requests.
Exactly.
Lavender,
Wrong
wait.
request. That's
This
not what I
Lavender
meant.
starts marching towards the
Oh,
counter.
this
Just goes, "What did you propose to my daughter?"
Nothing. No. I
No,
just.
you will give her a discount. I demand this discount, or my name isn't Karen. Karen of the Forest Tribe.
You're Karin. I thought I banned you from the store.
Oh,
You're not welcome.
That was my sister.
Please get out of my store.
Wait. It's the wrong one. You're thinking of somebody completely different. I promise. I didn't mean anything. I simply meant we're out here traveling on our own, and she is my only protection. If there's anything I can do to lower the amount, lower the price, I just want to be able to protect myself if something were to happen to my sweet mother.
Well, what do you have to trade? What do you have to barter? Because I'm pretty firm on the price of 30 gold. You will not find a better deal anywhere.
I could sing you a song. I do have a
songs are
name for
priceless.
myself anyway.
Well,
Well, what?
did you want to sing the song, or are we gonna
Oh.
stand here all day and
I thought there was more to your statement. I'm sorry.
just look at each other in a strange way after you were both
Sorry.
were strangely confrontational?
I sincerely apologize for her. She's just trying to make sure I'm not making any bad decisions.
And Lavender's like grumbling, and she goes back to sit next to the wall.
One moment, please. This doesn't happen quickly. So I'm going to pull out the lute, sing the first couple of lines as shown here in chat, and I assume roll a performance. But that's again an assumption. I want you to tell me what to do at this point.
Okay, so you're gonna roll performance at advantage.
And
At advantage, nice.
There's a number I'm looking for. If you don't beat that number, he's not gonna offer you the discount.
Good for. Rolling now for the first one. It's a 27.
Yeah, no, you
And
succeed.
then
Damn.
I would have been, excuse me. What?
You know, the DC was gonna be 17. It says, that's a very, very well done song. I will accept that. I will knock 3 gold off the price. 27 gold.
3 gold for that performance.
I mean, it's fair. Lavender's got an
I'll
old tear in her
I
eye.
am giving you a 10% discount, young lady.
I completely appreciate your generosity, sir. Thank you very much. Lavender, if you may.
I
Yeah,
thought your
but
name was
Lavender can-
Karen.
Yeah, Karen, if you may.
Yeah,
I misspoke.
Karen.
I'm so sorry. I have a terrible memory issue. My brain just does
And
not
Lavender
work
gets
the way
like-
it's supposed to.
She just takes 27 gold pieces out and just kind of dumps it on the counter.
Well, I certainly do appreciate your patronage. Is there anything else I can get for you today?
Not at all, sir. You have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.
All right. Well, if you ever need and are in need of a better bargain, come to Bobby Binns.
Of course. Thank you very much. And I'm
soon
running.
as
I
you-
just leave as
Yep.
quick as I could possibly go. I'm not even looking back. I'm just running at this point.
The gnome with a huge sword in her hand, and Lavender just kind of gives a thumbs up and walks out. Like, a thumbs up to you as you run away and just walks out. And she just turns to you and just goes, "Fucking, that dude was a jackass.
I
But-
mean, yeah, but let's just, yeah.
We got you a
let's just
sword,
keep
so that's
going.
good."
How
And
was he?
here-
How was he a jackass?
So it's cheap, 10%.
I'd already gone for
gave
that
you-
Don't get mad at
He
me.
gave you a good deal for a cheap
I had
blade
a
that-
wonderful performance.
Here.
I know, I would have been at least 30%. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Here. You know what? I'm gonna send you the
I'm
info
scared.
on the weapon here.
I'm scared.
Lavender's just thinking.
Stabby,
You know-
stabby.
Lavender just goes, "You know what? At least got a good sword out of it. I would have like with that song is amazing. Did you write it yourself?
Yes,
Of course you did. That was a really good song. And she
Thank
kind of she literally wipes a tear from her eye. And she just goes, it should have been a free sword. That's what I mean. But at least I got a good sword now. Hopefully it won't come to that. But now that means you can steal from other people, kill them, and take their swords too, and you can have a nice sword collection.
Really?
Even if half of them are too
This
bad
is
your side.
Very good sword. He was not wrong.
Yeah.
10-4. Thank you.
Yeah, that's about as good of a sword you're gonna get for 30 gold.
That's really good. Thank you very much.
Like the fact that you're trying to like get
I was
harass
told
him.
to haggle. I'm trying. I was
have to
completely
haggle.
satisfied with 27 or with 30. I just wasn't saying that out loud.
You can never settle for 30. You have to be the real bitch and just haggle it down as much as possible. That you save a penny here, a gold here, bam, you can buy a castle soon enough. And Lavender says that in character. And she's like, oh dear, you got a lot to learn.
Let's catch up. Let's catch up.
Yes, let's go ahead to the inn. I'm down for
Alright.
some ale.
Okay, and you both are arriving at the Mossy Mug around the same time as Creed is walking seemingly by himself, as everyone else seems to be invisible.
Wait, we never confirmed that. Are we doing that?
Are we doing? Am I turning
yeah, we
everybody
are.
invisible?
We never confirmed it. We were just kind of throwing ideas out. We were all gonna go in and see the mood and be there to save Creed if something happens.
Sure, can you make me
Lavender's
invisible?
just
I can make one person invisible, and then
Okay.
me and Cortina will find a boo.
Yeah, we're gonna find a booth, and you and I are gonna have
Sorry.
menus and hold them up.
I just really want to be up close when this happens. I need to see it.
Are you
Is
saying
that
this
right?
like
Wait,
in
what
earshot
happens?
of Creed?
I want to be in
I don't
earshot
know.
of Creed. I'm gonna have a booth close enough to hear
No.
everything.
No, Gloop saying I want to see this up close.
That's expected. That's what Corthina wanted, but like she's trying to be respectful.
Yeah, Char and Corthina walk in wearing brown trench coats and fedoras with like fake mustaches. And
With the shades and everything.
The whole
and the
shades in the
darkened
nose. and
shades
shit.
and the nose.
Cortina in particular just has a huge mustache.
Hell yeah.
It's-
One of the big like the handlebar ones.
Yep.
Yep.
On her friggin' long snout. With a nose on top of the long snout.
I'm
Jeez.
turning
Alright. So
Gloom
Lavender's like-
invisible.
It's saying
Yes,
hi to Creed.
Thank you.
Okay,
Oh, hello, Creed.
Gloom's
How are you?
invisible.
Hey, where's Gloom? Where did she hop off to? I guess she loves the rain.
I'm
Hope she
here.
didn't freeze to death. Oh, shit. All right. Okay, that wasn't me this time. You're literally invisible. I suppose that's fair enough. I really need to get these eyes checked. Well, I can't, but whatever. But how are you doing, Creed? How did it go?
Oh, it it went really well, actually. I can always rely on Father Albanus to give sound advice.
You
Uh,
sound a little bit better.
Yeah,
Are you
I've,
feeling better?
I mean, for right now, but he's like kind of does like the like he's talking with his hands where he kind of points at the Mossy Mug. He's like, well, I need to
Now, what
This is
does you want to
gonna
do a perception check? What if you had disadvantage or advantage to try to detect the wine?
I feel like probably advantage because you're always trying to sniff him out for it.
Yep.
The amount of alcohol involved, you wouldn't be able to detect
Yeah.
it with that kind of a roll.
All right. So
Like-
Lavender,
like I
she's
said,
okay.
You would need like 5 liters of the stuff to get even a little bit drunk.
It could just be non-alcoholic wine. That would be bad. That would be a little
Well,
fire.
you know, it's still regular wine. It's just like how they did it back in the olden
Yeah.
days. It wasn't
The oldie.
specially prepared. Like you'd have to drink all day in order to even get a
Yeah.
little bit drunk.
No, but
It's still considered wine.
anyways, Lavender, I heard you talking with Cortina and Nixie because And I mean no offense, you are not the most subtle with your words.
And Lavender kind of laughs at that and just goes, I can be very subtle when I want to be, but I was kind of doing that on purpose. I wanted to make sure you heard.
No, and the weirdest way I do really appreciate it, and it's given me the courage. I'm going to be calling it with Verba.
All right, but may I ask? May I ask that I buy myself a drink first for me and Nixie and whoever else wants it except you?
No, yeah,
So
everyone go get your rooms first.
No, I think we should wait on the room. No. What do you think?
If you want a
Do you
room,
think
I
she'll
think you
kick
should
us
buy
out?
it first.
I
But
don't
how
we
do
can always sleep
she might just throw the
outside.
gold back at us? I'd wait until afterwards to try to see if she's still willing. Otherwise, she might...
I don't think she's gonna be like that. I'm gonna put more faith in her than you guys. And pray.
All right, Corfina. I
All
bet you
right.
5 gold on it. I bet you 5 gold she's going to kick us out.
I bet 20 gold she's gonna hit him.
I bet 50.
I don't
gold
take that
she's gonna
bait.
let us stay.
I don't have that kind of gold, but I'll bet you 5.
Okay, you can bet me 5.
I'm on the
Right.
side that she's just going to be sad.
I like
Yeah.
how everyone's betting right around Creed.
We love you, Creed. It's okay.
Lavender holds up a necklace and you realize it's her heartstone necklace she's just never used. And she just goes, you know what? I bet you, if she doesn't slap the shit out of you, I'll give you this necklace.
They're giving me the necklace. I didn't even want part of these bets.
As in, I've got a feeling she'll slap the shit out of you and you'll need it to heal yourself. But if she doesn't, I keep it.
Well, doesn't Creed have one?
Yeah, Creed also.
Yeah,
This is that.
Everyone
Yeah.
has one, except for
You know what?
Nixie.
You know what?
I guess
You know what?
Gloom could just hand the one that went to Theodmer and hand it over to Nixie.
That's true.
No. Okay,
could.
Lavender's like, okay, that was a
Realize.
stupid bet. That was a stupid bet. Okay, never mind. But and Lavender just takes out her staff of flowers and just gives him a little boop on the nose and just gives him a flower, pulls a flower out of his ear, kind of like a magician, and just goes, whatever you need, we'll have your back as long as you don't get drunk. And if you do get drunk, I'll punch you and then have your back. So you can take care of her.
He won't get drunk. He won't get drunk. He won't.
I
Right?
will not. I'll
I
do
bet
my
5
best
he
not to
gets
get drunk.
No, here's the thing.
Maybe
I
you could
feel
quarterly do it over a drink. You know, be respectful.
okay, but if things start going sideways, because we all know his intention, but if things start going sideways and he starts leaning into okay, I'll stay with you,
Well,
then we know
that's why
something's
we're
up.
there because we're in the booth.
I'll be that.
And, you know,
Don't worry, I'll be
I'm just
right
letting you
there.
know. I'm just letting you know. It's not to harm my bet. It's not to make me always win 5 gold automatically. But I will punch her if she hits you. So let's hope she doesn't do that. That or Christina can restrain me, but I'm not completely certain on that.
She's
no,
up
my
to
finger
your
slipped. I
knee in
cannot
height.
restrain.
But that's not fair to punch her. It's literally punching down.
It's
It's
what to do
punching
anyway.
Nixie.
Does she have
Nixie could
glasses?
punch her.
Does she have
glasses?
Okay, Nixie, you punch her. Nixie, can you promise me you'll punch her? And if she tries to hit you back, I'll punch her out the window. It'll be our bar.
I'm not going to hurt her. Not with my
No.
fists. I'll try.
not-
I will try for you. I promise. If something happens and she throws fans, I will throw them the minute she looks like it. But
Okay, guys,
please
just-
note, I'm not doing any damage.
All right, let's maybe just head inside.
Anybody.
I can take
We'll
a
probably
punch.
look like a
Jesus,
jackass.
just let it happen. Jesus.
Yeah, that's
We're gonna go sit in
How do we
So-
know he doesn't deserve
All
it?
right,
booth.
so
I'm in the
Creed,
booth. I'm in
as
the
you
booth.
walk in, Burla's
Oh, no,
gonna
Burla.
look at you, and a melancholy smile is gonna cross her face, and she's gonna go, "Oh, Creed, it's so good to see you. I need to talk to you so badly.
Oh shit.
I really
awkward
do
already.
need to talk to you. Do you mind if we go
Oh.
somewhere private?
Oh, he got cocked.
Dude, do we follow?
That's why
Yeah.
Daniel's there.
Gloom's
Yeah,
following.
yeah.
Lavender just
Yeah.
raises his hand and goes, "Can I get some ale before you go?"
She's like, sure, why not? She's just gonna pour an
One
apple.
hard cider, one normal cider. And Lavender just makes sure, sniffs it and just gives Nixie the
So,
regular
okay.
cider.
So a big apple and a kitty juice. You got it.
Yep.
All right, Creed. I need to talk to you privately.
Yeah. Lead the way.
I'm just gonna lead you upstairs. This is Creed.
Clem's following.
Do we follow Cortina?
I don't know what to do. We're not invisible. Let Gloom do it. Gloom will take care of it, right?
I have a potion of invisibility.
I don't have that. But you're more stealthy than I am. If you want to, go.
Oh, Char will try to go. He'll stealthily try to like keep his distance, but like be an earshot. God.
All right.
Are we gonna need a coat hanger?
Well, basically, she's gonna open the door, have Creed go inside real quick, and then she's gonna shut the door behind the two of you. So, you got like a window of 2 seconds
Gloom, go for
Still
it.
gonna
Come on.
try.
Yeah.
without
Still gonna
actually
try.
hitting Creed or Burla. So you got to make a dex save.
Gloom, jump over their heads.
Oh, good.
Deck save. Come on.
Go.
Let's go.
All right, Gloom, you're able to get in just fine, but Char,
Yes.
I'm
Char.
don't waste the invisibility
Char's not-
potion. You're not gonna get in.
Christina runs
wasn't
up to the
trying
door
to get
to
in.
it.
Char
Look up.
didn't want to go inside the room. He just wanted to be like outside on the door, just like with his ear to it.
Okay. Well, all right, Creed. I do got to talk to you. So, look. I'm just gonna come out right and say it. Okay. I love you, but I don't think it's gonna work. So, ever since you left the first time, I always wanted you to come back. You came back, and then you left again. And the amount of mental toll that takes on me, not knowing if you're ever going to come back again, on top of the nightmares of, like, these random things that I don't ever want to see again. I don't know what you're getting mixed up in, but I want out, Creed. So, look. When you do decide to stop adventuring, I will always be here for you. But for right now, we're done.
Corthina outside the door. And she just runs back downstairs.
Char's following Cortina.
Like, does this fist bump, like, out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Creed's gonna like.
We run to the booth and sit back down as if nothing
Yeah.
happened.
The menus are still in front of our face, like.
Creed's gonna kind of like tighten his jaw a little bit. I see. Sorry, just to rewind a bit. You were getting nightmares?
Yes, I was getting nightmares that you were getting killed by things, and I just didn't want to deal with that. I can't have that on my conscience while I'm trying to run a business. I got my dad hounding me to get married to somebody. I don't know when you're going to be done adventuring. Look, I need some stability in my life.
You know what? I completely agree. You, like you said, I'm in and out, back and forth, unreliable at best. You deserve something. You deserve someone far better than the likes of me. So
Don't shit sell yourself short though. Like, you're still great in the sack. Just don't get me wrong, but the issue is not a matter of performance. If that's what your concern is.
no, I meant outside of that. I mean, with your business, find someone better suited for this, and he's just gonna motion to like the entire building. You deserve someone that can help out more here and be more than someone who just drinks all the product.
Well, the drinking on the product is not really an issue. I still make plenty of money from everyone else, so I can freeload multiple people if I really chose to.
I see.
But I really do love you, Creed. Just want you to know that.
Yeah. The fuck, how do I respond to that?
Finger gun.
The-
Finger guns.
Fuck, how does he... I think it's completely canon that he's just, like, awkwardly silent. Just...
Never high five.
He wasn't expecting to get dumped. He was expecting to do the dumping.
But it works out wonderfully.
Yeah, you have to be awkward.
Yeah, in the purest manner. Love you too, Berla. And, I wish you the best in life.
Yeah.
Hope you can find the stability you're looking for.
And who knows? Maybe you'll hit it off with that one girl that's in your party. I don't know. What was her name? The one that was carrying you to your bed every night. Lavender, I think her name was. But she said she likes men that are bigger than her, and she's, I don't know.
That one I'm not so sure about. I don't think, not Lavender. No.
Well, in any case, Albanus, let's go back downstairs, and if you want a drink, I'll gladly serve you. I imagine you and your friends are looking for a place to stay tonight. I got rooms available, and apparently Daniel's got to talk to y'all.
Daniel. Okay.
Yes. Apparently, they had an idea that you were to come here after some big explosion event, like fireworks. I don't know what all the details are, but apparently there was a big fireworks show. That's what he told me anyway.
News of that I already got here. Okay. Yeah, and don't worry about pouring me a drink. Just get that around for everyone else.
Of course. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get back down there, and yeah, I just don't hold it against me.
No, of course not.
No.
And Creed will, he'll even get down to one knee and offer like a hug.
Yep, and she'll hug you.
So does this mean Corthina gets 50 cones?
Uh-oh. I was
Technically, she won the bet.
Lavender said 5. Lavender said 5.
Well, she gets 5, but like Corthina bet 50. So whoever else bet 50 against her.
Okay,
We'll sort that out later.
Step.
And you go back down, and you look at the bar, and there is another person there. And let me actually get his physical description here.
While this is happening, Lavender's just sipping on her whatchamacallit, on her fucking cider and eating some pie, and she's like thinking, that's weird, I don't feel drunk yet.
Lavender,
I hope Creed's doing okay.
I must say, I love you so much.
And Lavender just turns to Nixie and goes, I love you too, but what's brought that out? Your cheeks are so flushed, dear. And then she gets away in a second. And I just imagine the cup in front of Nixie is empty, and Lavender just leans over and sniffs, and she realizes, holy shit, I drank the wrong one.
That's awesome.
A joy! I'm having the bestest day.
Is Nixie okay? She kind of like Corthina's looking, like waves at Char.
Already
points.
hammered.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, she's more cheery than normal. It's all right.
Oh.
Lavender's got it.
Okay, just wait for Creed. Just wait for Creed.
So,
There he is. He's coming down the stairs.
Yeah, so-
Come here. And she
yeah,
passes
so-
the seat next to her.
Coming down the stairs, you do see there's a man sitting at the bar. It's a rugged middle-aged human with a scar across his jaw. He's wearing a worn leather jerkin with the Adventurers Guild insignia on it, and he's working, and he's like twiddling around with a feather, and he has a journal, and it looks like it's stuffed to the brim with various reports.
You are Daniel, I presume?
Ah, yes. My name's Daniel. So you look like shit. Did you almost die or something?
That's not nice.
That's
Great, comes it
nice.
down.
No, he wanted to see me for something.
Well, yes, well, I needed to see all of you, really, because I received word from one Lady Cockatoo, was it? No. Lady...
Songbird.
Oh, yes, Lady Songbird, that's right. And she said, and I quote, "Don't drop it, don't sell it. If you lose it, don't bother coming back." And he's going to, extend his hand, and you're going to see a, what looks to be a silver-threaded bracelet. It says, "This is a one-person use, so whoever's going to be using this, make sure you know what to say."
What the fuck is it?
Corthina reaches her hand out.
Oh, it's something to talk to Lady Songbird with.
Oh. Corthina reaches her hand out like grabby hand.
Creed is already like handing it off to her.
You get 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Wonderful. Oh. She looks at Creed. This is perfect.
We go nuts.
Yeah. So, I'm assuming okay, so hold on. She's gonna sit there, she puts it on, she sits there and thinks and thinks and thinks. How am I gonna say this? 10 minutes, go as fast as you can, got it. How do I make it work?
So you're wearing it?
She starts putting it on, and she asks him, how do I make it work?
Well, you just simply put it on, and it's going to notify the other wearer that you're wearing it.
Ah, sweet. Is it noisy in the bar?
I mean, about as noisy as the party is. So,
okay.
Nixie being drunk and proclaiming her love to everybody is probably a bit noisy.
Okay, well then Corthina, so she can have quiet, so she knows she can hear out. She's gonna be like, "I'll be right back," and she zips outside, like right under here, under the trees or whatever. So she's not
following her.
You're still invisible.
So, well, it's a mental telepathy kind of thing. So, Gloom's not really gonna hear anything.
No.
Okay. Well, she'll sit there and focus. She'll just sit there because it'll be focusing, so she's not focusing on Nixie. so
as you put it on, Lady Songbird's gonna say, "Ah, Corthina. So it seems as though your performance has made quite a spectacle and has generated quite a well, I guess it's not really a good way to put it. You guys really caused a ruckus.
We made an explosion of stuff. I know. Okay, so gotta tell you,
you are the ones that caused it.
We did not. No. Hold on.
Well,
so what happened was we got there, and we weren't sure how he was going to receive us, so we did the best we could. He ended up charming Creed. That's not important. Anyway, we ended up talking to him. We got a bunch of information from him, and I know I only have 10 minutes, so I'm going to do this as fast as I can. So we talked to him. We got a bunch of information, but at the end, three assassins came out of nowhere, and along with a piece of paper got stuck to him. And then he just started like bubbling up. He like turned white, and then like black started bubbling up all over the place, and he like exploded. I watched the entire thing myself. Poor Creed stood in front of me. I don't know why he did that, but it was wild. And then all these mucky monsters came out of the ground and started attacking us, and they threw up on us, and now some of us have runes on us that are made of abyssal. And that's what happened. That's the short of it. I have information if you want it. I just don't know how much time I have left.
The information, but did the guards witness these abyssal creatures that you mentioned?
No, they were all tied up in the wine cellar.
So, let me get this straight. The only witnesses that are there that could corroborate your story were tied up in the basement when this all happened.
I'm fairly positive. I don't remember tying them all up. Maybe there was somebody in the back corner.
You do understand that what you did is tantamount to an act of war.
But we didn't do it. It was some assassin dudes that exploded.
I understand.
Can we do a truth circle or something? Corthina, she's doing this all in her head, but her face obviously looks panicked.
Look,
like, oh shit.
This
Not everyone has good news.
you don't understand.
I obviously don't.
A truth circle is not necessarily going to cut it here. You could
Okay.
for all intents and purposes, have again. This is where I'm going to go ahead and speak on behalf of the most doubting individual.
Mhm.
You could have made a contract with these assassins. They could have wiped your memory and sent you back to take the blame.
That's true. That is very true. You are correct. That could it did not, but that people
So,
could assume as such.
We need to make sure all of our Tarasques are in a row here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What would you like us to do?
did you intend to kill Lord Morningsong?
No, actually, we wanted to bring him back. Like we were going to throw him in his carriage and drag him back to Stonecall. That was our plan. And then when we're like, okay, let's go, he blew up.
Okay. You do understand that Lord Morningsong was by and far the most eligible bachelor in all of Stonecall, correct?
No, I didn't. Like she's audible, like in her brain, she's audibly laughing. No, it's like no, and you all see her laughing. She just starts busting up laughing. Like
so, not only
no,
are
I did
there
not know
very
this.
angry women all over that want justice for him, but you also have the king who is irate.
I am sure people are upset, and we apologize tenfold. I have a book that has ledgers of all the fiendish items that he had and was passing around, if that helps with anything.
Great, fantastic. Do you have anything else that would tie what happened to him to not you?
We have knowledge that he had a contract signed with a contract with. Oh my gosh, I can't read the name. I typed it out. I can't even read it. I don't think we got the name. He wasn't supposed to tell us. It was one of those things like if I tell you, I'll die type of situations. But he ended up dying anyway, so I don't know. But he had a contract with somebody. You know, he was like has his hands tied. He could only give us so much information. But I have a bunch. It's written down. I have it here.
All right, so how did the assassins find him?
We don't know. They just appeared out of thin air. Oh, but Darvis, he's been looking a replacement for Darvis, so Darvis might know something about him.
Well, Darvis is the one that gave us his name and the information.
That's true,
to him
damn it.
already.
I'm sorry.
How did the assassins find him? You mentioned that he was touched by a piece of paper. What was that piece of paper?
It just kind of appeared and started floating, and we all watched it. I don't know why none of us stopped it. It just kind of appeared, started floating. It touched him on his chest, and then the assassins just kind of poof dropped out of the sky, and they all stabbed him. And then he started getting black oozy.
Okay, so did you kill the assassins?
I know we hit them. We tried. They were like there and gone. It was just wild.
So you have no proof that he was ever touched by these assassins.
Mm-mm.
And the only witnesses are people that you assaulted and tied up.
We didn't assault them. I did not.
You as a party, as a whole.
We
This is a
ran them
nightmare.
over.
This is a nightmare.
We got overzealous and ran in excitedly and kind of pushed people over. We didn't assault anybody.
You understand that touching them is assault, right?
I would like to think not, but I know that's the case.
That's the legal definition of assault. Please. Oh. And
She's putting her hands in her, like her face in her hands and rubbing her head.
He died. You left. I mean, it would have been better for you to kill the witnesses at that point, but
we were trying to be good guys.
and then you don't have any proof that the assassins were there.
We don't.
Okay.
Again,
well,
they were
this is going to be very
gone.
complicated. I would like to get you the translation but Asarian has been caught up and is stuck in a way. I don't have the means or ability to get the translation to you, but he says it's done and it's ready.
Oh, thank you for telling us that. Question.
When you come back, you will be arrested. You do understand this, right?
Does it help that we have evidence of being attacked because some of us are covered in abyssal?
That does not help your case, unfortunately.
Damn it.
That just makes it sound like you are in cahoots with them.
I know. I'm trying to think. Other people who would know details. Arsene Val and Vala Orden. Those are other names he gave us.
And Vela Ordon?
Yes, those are 2 names he gave us.
I believe Vela
is an arch
Vela
scribe.
Orden, yes, she is an arch scribe. She's the right hand of Sethric Valen. Which
he gave us her name or their name, and those are 2 in the names he gave us. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard, man.
Vela is of Sethric's mindset, so
okay, that's not great.
Sethric is, as you understand, we do have a agreement we are working towards.
Mm-hmm.
But the remaining members of the Thorns are less cooperative, from my understanding. But Lord Ariston Vale, he's a cunning man. He's very, very manipulative.
Who's Mephistopheles?
Mephistopheles?
Yes, who is that?
Mephistopheles is the archdevil of Cania.
That's I think the contract he had, because that's the name I have under contract.
So he was mixed up with Mephistopheles?
Yes.
No wonder he had some assassins off after him. Well, there are 2 ways to go about this. The first way is not. Well, I guess there's multiple ways we can go about this. If you do try to flee or run, Stonecall will send its armies after you, and they will burn the landscape on the whole way until you are captured.
Oh, we don't want that.
Or you come back to Stonecall, and we can try to iron this out. You're going to face trial. There are things that we can do. I will work with Sethric to try to, as just one of the terms of the agreement that we have.
Uh-huh.
But it is of my opinion that you return to Stonecall and face trial.
Okay, so do we have a time frame you want us there, like ASAP? Because
within the next few days, at the very least.
Yeah. Okay,
most,
then because we're in Beinnhold right now, or Beinnhold right now. We have to hit up a village on the way back, and then we're coming back to Stonecall. So we'll be there for 4 days ish. 4 or 5 days. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It's raining here, so we're staying the night.
I will do what I can. But
I mean,
the way this is unfolded has been very messy.
Okay. Because he charmed Creed, that doesn't help. Let me go back up here.
Whether or not he charmed Creed or not doesn't change the fact that what you caused was of significant consequence.
Okay. I understand, Lady Songbird. I do. I understand what we did just has caused a mess of issues.
You know, I believe you are innocent. I believe you.
Okay. I do have more information, so when we have time, I would like to give that all to you. But I'm afraid that what I gave you is like the utmost importance to the relevance of the situation at the hand.
What is the other information you have? We still have a few minutes.
Okay. He had plans. They were going to take out the king. So,
Duke Bradshaw would like to take over the throne. Did he give you a timeline?
Let me look. Let me take the look. She's like racking her brain. Oh, what did I play this game? Wow, okay. I know I had this in here. I swear to God, I had this in there. I know I wrote it. I know he said it. I know he said something about it. I apparently didn't write it down. Okay. I swore he said something. I'll have to think about it. I know he said something. I gotta remember though. So I have to go back and remember because I can't find it in my memory notes.
Okay. Well, is there anything else?
Not at this opportune moment that I can think of. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, the Shadow formed an alliance with Bellathor.
with Velethor?
Oh, probably spelled that wrong. Yeah.
Yes, VELLITHOR.
Okay. Bellathor.
Yes, well, we believe that's where the scythe is from, so that would make sense.
Then yeah, I mean that's all the information I have. Yeah.
All right. Well, get back to Stonecall as soon as you can. The longer you take, the more difficult it will be for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we will get there as soon as possible.
But in any case, I have things I have work to do. I have paperwork I have to go speak with people. Lots of
Yes,
people.
of course. Yes, Lady Songbird. We will speak soon.
Okay.
Corthina's rubbing the sides of her head really intensely.
and you're gonna feel like the mental connection disconnect. Because because I imagine Lady Songbird's gonna take off the bracelet.
Yeah, she's sitting there staring at the ground. Her eyes. Oh, guys, we're in trouble.
Did she say that out loud?
Yeah, she said that out loud. She looks up at the other. She's still rubbing her temple.
Say?
So, okay. Long story short, we get back to Stonecall as soon as we can, or we're gonna have a kingdom after us.
What?
We are gonna be tried for treason.
They want us to get. She wants us to come back to go to jail.
No, she's gonna try everything she can. So we're gonna get a trial because I gave her as much information as we learned to save our asses. So we didn't go to jail. As she said, we're gonna go to court, and we're gonna see what happens. That's the best we can do, or they're gonna come after us and burn the world to the ground till they catch us, because apparently Morning Song was a very, very desired man.
I'm taking my chances in court.
That's.
Do we want to go
I'd
to
rather.
court?
Yeah, I don't want to go to court. I'd rather them come burn the world, see if they can find me.
I might be with Gloom on this one. If we get tried, I wasn't there, so I mean I saw Morning Song, but I don't know what happened when he blew up, and so I don't know. Do we have evidence that we could win this trial?
I think we have enough with some of the physical items we have, and she kind of like pulls just a little bit out of her bag. Like, we have this journal, we have stuff, and Morning and Songbird is gonna do her damnedest to, because she feels we're innocent, which thank God. So I'm gonna go back, and when we go to trial, I'm gonna straight up say, Char, you were not even there, because you weren't. So you should get off scot-free. You should. And I mean, we could do that, and just some of us take the hit harder than others. Just Char wasn't there. Gloom, if you don't want to go to court, we can just say Gloom wasn't there. I know Lavender's not gonna want to be there. But like,
Yeah.
I think it is important that we give a united front. If any of us are absent, and he's going to kind of look over in Gloom's direction, then that already pokes a hole in our story and people will be more suspicious. If you're all at least present for the court case, like Cortina said, we can say whether or not you're there, you might get a reduced sentence, if anything at all.
because all those guards we tied up, they're all gonna be against us.
Okay, look, maybe we should get Lavender and Nixie, but like, maybe we should go upstairs or something.
I think so.
Definitely need
Yes,
to talk
yes. I
about
don't want to be talking outside. Cortina goes outside, goes inside.
Above the table, before we go too much further, I would like to do Creed's thing in the Jagged Scar, if at all possible, today. So, I don't know if you guys have a way of putting a pin in this stuff or talking on the way.
Wait, are we gonna go there tonight or in the morning?
Either way.
That's, I guess, like everybody decides. I mean,
Yeah.
we can.
Because everyone heard
okay.
the thing, you guys could just you could simply relay the information, and I understand I'm interrupting what would be a genuine interaction here, but because Creed's gonna be gone next week, I would like to do that particular interaction tonight, because there is not really a good way to go out, come back, and then
Okay.
Mhm.
That makes
Jagged
sense. Okay. Well then, how about? All right then.
Yeah,
Nix is
Lavender
too
just-
wasted to talk about it. So
Yeah, I was gonna say
Just-
Lavender could just be
Nixie.
wasted.
Lavender's holding Nixie, like trying to keep her up. She's not the one wasted. She's just kind of like puppeting Nixie, like rock-a-bye baby on the night top, and just like taking her up to bed. And she just when she hears the news, she just turns around and says, "Fuck no! There's no situation where I'm doing that." I'm sorry, but that's like an impossible position for Lavender. Like, the person that's all about freedom is going to like submit herself to a trial in some country she doesn't give a shit about.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, it's a hard no from her. But yeah, she's just going to go to bed get Nixie to bed.
We'll talk more in the morning.
Yeah, on the way to the Jagged Scar.
We'll talk more in the morning. Oh. And Cortina just is like holding her head in her hands. She looks obviously stressed.
Very eventful day.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna go up to her room. Just obviously upset and stressed.
I want to talk to this Creed, but I don't think I have
She's
time.
not
Shit.
lucid.
Creed's going back to the. I want to talk to Athena. Fuck.
Wait, what do you want?
No, I just wanted to talk to her about time constraints. So I was sorry. Sorry, Christina.
He can talk to her in the morning.
About Creed, about what happened with thinking. He doesn't know that we know. Creed doesn't know that Cortina and I know what happened between him and Bruno.
Yeah.
That's okay. It doesn't need to be a thing.
So,
Long-
all right. So you guys are able to get rooms for the night,
Mm-hmm.
and
I still want my 50 gold.
Fine,
get it.
Cortina. Here you go.
Oh, not betting.
You won.
Yes, you did.
Lavender
Yes.
knocks on your door in the morning and just hands you 5 gold and says, apparently, from what I hear, it went better than I thought.
It went fantastic. Cortina's
So
just
she
like,
gives you 5 gold.
hee.
And then Lavender goes to check on Nixie. He's like, Nixie, are you alright? You had a big accident yesterday. How are you feeling?
Oh.
In a room.
Yeah, that doesn't seem good. I'm sorry. That's partially my fault. I gave you the wrong drink, but also, I think you've learned a lesson, young lady, not to drink someone else's drink.
You handed me the cup.
Yeah, well, yes, but you know what? I can't
With
even
all
argue with that.
presumptions, it was my drink.
Yes, well, actually, you're completely right. Here you go. And Lavender just gives her 30 gold.
Oh, thank you.
That's my last
Gold,
gold.
very
gold
much.
makes it all
And-
better. Money makes
I
it
was
all
like,
better.
oh, thank you.
She just goes, I would give something more appreciative and value, but I don't really have anything else. But how about this? And she just hands you some flowers and a smoke grenade.
How many of these did you eat?
I still got a full pack of flowers and pies, but we can save the pies for later. But here's a smoke grenade. That'll probably help you more than me anyway.
Thank you very much.
And then she goes, I think you were a little too drunk yesterday. Did you hear about what's going happening back in Stonecall?
I'm not sure I remember.
Well, apparently, they're blaming us for nuking the dude that we were sent out to capture. They're saying he was an eligible bachelor. I'm waiting for a laugh, but no. But apparently, he's an eligible bachelor that blew himself up or got blown up, and they're blaming us. And they want us to come back and stand trial, or they're going to murder people, which seems kind of counterintuitive to me. But
How do we trust that it is what they're actually going to do? Where did we get this information?
apparently, it's from Lady Songbird herself, which I trust as much as.
How do we know we
Oh,
don't
no,
show up and then get arrested immediately, no court case or whatever? It could be a trap. She could
Yeah, that's what I
not
was
trust us
thinking.
at all.
Even if they gave us the fairest trial, there's no stopping an assassin when we don't have good weapons and good opportunities to plan. I was just thinking this is the worst. If she thinks we're coming, they have another thing coming. I was thinking about just heading to Rashali. If they bother trying to attack us on the way there, they've got a problem with Rashali, and that's the last thing they need on their plate.
I completely agree. It does not seem like a good idea.
Well, anyway, we can discuss this with the rest later. Let's get headed
Yeah.
down.
Yes.
Here, Lavender just pulls out a special flower. She's going to just take one from the Feywild because she knows how to use alchemy and stuff. So she just gives one specific flower. She just goes, for your headache. This should help make it go away. You'll feel a little better after this.
Thank you.
And she like, as you're about to bite into it, she just goes, no, you're supposed to suck this down. Get it?
Yes,
a little
thank
bit of this. Yeah. All right, there you go.
There's etiquette for
It's
eating
going.
flowers.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys do pick up the rest of the pies.
Corthina wants to
Yeah.
buy 5 of the meat pies because I know she had some type of meat pie too.
Yep. They're all a silver piece each.
Cool.
So
And so
you get 5 meat
Okay.
pies.
for 5 silver pieces.
All right.
Who wants to get remove curse today before we head out?
Lavender goes for once. I'll take it.
I think Gloom, Cortina, and Lavender.
No,
Three.
I never
Yeah.
had it, so.
So
Oh.
Sister Maribel and Lavender. Corthina is going to refuse it until we get to Stonecall.
Char will remove
Oh, yeah.
curse Lavender and Sister Maribel.
Lavender's going to look down at the skin and just kind of give a thumbs up. You realize she's still completely pale white. Her flowers are like halfway in bloom again, but she's still like just carrying around the ashes of her dead friend.
Okay.
That's lovely.
Well, you guys head off towards the Jagged Scar. I'm going to go ahead and just do this. I gotta.
And as we're going,
Draw
Lavender's
some
going to turn to
proper
Creed and just go, I heard it went a little better than I expected. Apparently you didn't get slapped. What happened?
It was apparently a far more mutual decision than I thought it would be.
I suppose that's good. Although I suppose you're a little put off by that.
A little, but I'm glad that it worked that way. You can tell as he's talking, he's like a little distracted.
Well, yeah. Well, let's get this over with. Who are we out here to find again?
Corthina's like eating, like she has one pie in her hand, like the meat pie, and she like scoops like one whole piece and just shoves it like whole piece down her mouth, in her mouth, and she just like starts eating it. Like anxious eating is what she's doing right now.
And Lavender turns to Corthina and just goes, Hey, do you think later you can teach me? Do you know how to make that pie? Or do you think you could?
I can make this pie. I can make this pie.
Later.
I can make that pie if I want to.
Yeah, you better teach me. I need to fucking learn how to make this pie. It's good. And I need to provide for Nixie somehow.
I can totally help you teach you cook.
She's still
Just
skin and
needs-
bones.
Reed.
Hmm.
Before we go on, as I'm going to approach you quietly, I meant to give this to you last night, but I was given the wrong drink. And I wanted to give it to you today. And as soon as I can figure out how to message you, there it is. I'm going to hand you a piece of paper with this written on it. For your friend.
Let's see. Creed will unwrap the parchment and do a quick read through. And as he's reading, you kind of see his expression soften a little bit, a little more somber for a few seconds before he kind of clutches it to his chest. Thank you, Trixie.
Of course. I apologize that it's under these circumstances and not sober ones.
So, I do want to apologize that I haven't spoken to you as much as I have the others. Usually you have Lavender fawning over you, so I hope you are always well kept after.
I understand, and of course.
Yeah, I'd like to speak with you more often. This means a great deal to me.
I hope it helps in some way. I understand that grief comes in many forms and can sometimes be unbearable to handle.
Yeah.
Just know you are not alone. And everybody here cares.
Jason give a smile at that as he kind of nods almost to himself more than Trixie or Nixie. And you make sure to remember that too, okay? If you're ever feeling anything, obviously Lavender will go through hell or high water or fight a dire bear for you, but the rest of us are around too if need be.
Thank you.
Right. You stay safe, okay?
You as well.
With that, Creed will fold the parchment and tuck it into the inside breast pocket of his coat.
So where are we going exactly?
Yeah, what are we
Okay, that's
doing
like-
here?
Well, I actually don't know how to get there.
Huge pie pieces.
There's a woman I am to meet, Mother Sarravelle. She's allegedly might have answers for me about emotions to his entire body, everything.
Okay,
That's
good.
lovely.
I do appreciate
Let's
you
go.
all coming along.
So
Of course, why
Here-
wouldn't?
here at this point, climbing, with your trek going into the Jagged Scar, you arrive at this area, and you see that there are three distinct things. On the left, you see a worn rope bridge swaying precariously over a deep gorge. The bridge is weathered, and it seems like it can only support one or two people at one time. The far end of the bridge is obscured by shadows, but if you were to look closely, it seems as though it might have been tampered with. The pathway straight ahead looks to be very narrow, and on the right, there are going to be runes in Sylvan.
Lavender's just going to start looking at them and just read them.
Are you gonna read it out loud?
She'd read it to herself first to be extra cautious.
Can Corthina read them? very badly. Corthina can probably read them.
And Lavender just turns to them and just like, if Corthina wants to make a chest,
A chest?
a test.
A test? What would I roll? Intelligence?
Intelligence.
Let's go!
We didn't have to come up
Hell
with a DC.
yeah. We're not getting that. I get
So
one
Lavender's-
word out of the whole thing.
You just realize one of the words is great. And you're like, oh yeah, that means it's so great. Yay, that's nice. But no, and Lavender just turns to you and just goes, it says, provide your greatest possession and I will grant you a path forward.
Oh.
Like,
In this
Greatest
case, I think it's
possession.
literal.
Who here has a greatest possession?
Well, I would give Nixie, but I don't think she counts as a possession.
Well,
Mine is my loot.
as you say those words,
No.
Shit.
a
Lavender
pathway
hits your
will
head.
open.
Nixie's still there, right?
Everyone's still there.
Okay, I got scared. I was like, I'm about to be whisked
Lavender,
away.
Lavender is
Um,
laughing just goes, could Lavender make a Arcana check to check at like advantage since it's Sylvan?
Sure.
Just to see what the effect of the thing was. What her saying that was. I guess to 14.
Well, it seems as though whatever this is appears to be some sort of Fey pact that entering into this pathway might trigger the consequence of said Fey pact.
Do not go in there. Lavender, do not go in there.
Lavender just turns to everyone and just goes,
Nixie's like grabbing
if
on
you
your
try to
leg.
step,
Oh,
if you step a foot on that pathway, I will strike you down. Because
Why?
this entering this is basically like you have to pay a toll. And the toll in this case, I'm pretty sure is literally your greatest possession. In my case, I think Nixie will literally be spirited away. And I'd rather have that avoided.
Do you think like one of us could step in and take the toll for everybody, or is this like we're all losing something?
As
You think
long
a
as
troll will
I'm
come
not on board, do not wish me away.
Well, I literally cannot step on there.
My
Why don't
greatest
you-
possession? She kind of looks
Yeah.
around. I'm not materialistic. I wonder if it would work. Like,
Probably be
would
like
it
your
affect
parents.
me? I
that
don't
you
have a
love them.
possession.
Parents?
I mean,
That's
Yeah,
not a
I
do love 'em.
possession, though. They're not mine. I don't own my parents.
I'm not a possession.
That's true.
They're
Christina?
your parents.
Do you
You're wearing
really want to
some
take
really
the
nice
chance with
armor.
it?
You're wearing some great armor. Would you like to see it go down the drain? Would you like to lose your feelings of happiness, your memories?
Okay.
Your
We're
sense
seeing
of
it in a different
pride?
perspective. Is it a greatest
It's not-
possession to my view or to their view?
It's yours, certainly.
It takes something that you possess, you desire, or something that you have great possession over. Like you are very possessive over it.
Well, then I ain't stepping on that
I-
'cause I have one thing and I ain't stepping on it. Nope. Well, I don't even have it, but it's just nope. Nope.
is-
She ain't doing it.
Is this? Go ahead.
I'm just saying. Do you really? It's very clearly a Fey bargain. Do you really want to try your luck with the monkey's paw?
Lavender, step away. We need to speak.
Let's just go
Lavender.
around. Let's just be safe and go around because I
Who?
don't feel I have anything of possession that would trigger it. But
Is
yeah.
will it
I don't
just
wanna-
take one? Like now that Lavender has said my name, is everybody going to be able to cross but me?
no,
Or
that's
would
not
everyone
how
have to
that
give
works.
something up?
You would
Okay,
have
so
to.
everybody would have to give something up. Okay, well then,
And also, I
never
should
mind.
point out,
I was like,
Christina,
if it's a one
does
for
not have to
all,
be
I'll
literal.
sacrifice myself.
Oh,
No, no,
I
no,
could
no.
have
Just your
zero
emotion.
possession.
It doesn't have to be material. So we're all fucked if we go across that way.
That's just not. We're just gonna go this way.
Yeah.
Christina
Is
just
it
walks
weird?
over.
I'm kind of curious though. I want to know.
I'm
No.
curious
Why.
too.
It's also piquing my
If-
interest,
if
but
you're-
I would be
No,
less hesitant if she didn't say my name.
Sister
Yeah,
Maribel
Yeah, that's
is
kind of my thought.
Sister Maribel is gonna manhandle Char.
No, okay, no, Jar. Creed grabs
Let
her.
another
Hang
copy.
on,
Another
I
copy.
want to see if she, I want to see what her. I'm gonna have her roll strength, and see how.
Can we
well
can
she
we
does.
use strength contest?
Sure, we could do a strength contest.
Okay.
Yeah, if Sister Maribel
Yeah.
ain't doing it, Athena's gonna pick him up.
Do I pop Luffy? No, I don't need it.
Damn.
I needed it. I needed
Yep.
it.
Yeah!
Lavender's just
Sister
gonna grab
Maribel got
him.
a 7.
She's
Let
dragging
me
him.
go.
Lavender's going to try to grab Char. Be like, nope.
She's just dragging you over here.
It wasn't that high.
Is anybody afraid of heights?
Nope.
I'm a
I'm
little
not.
afraid of heights.
Here, then come here. I will
Let's
hold
go.
your hand. Come on.
Okay,
Char
so
holds
the
Athena's
gray,
hand.
the gray part is all wall. That's all wall. That's
Oh,
We're here.
So Lavender just goes, I'll go first across
so
this bridge.
this
If
is-
anything
so
happens,
this
I
is
can
the
teleport.
walkway here. It's
Well, no, no, hey.
precariously high, or this is
Lavender,
like a nice
it's
clean
just-
area.
Okay,
Lavender
guys,
just
just
goes, how about we try the bridge? If there's a problem, I'll teleport back.
I
Or-
would
You're
like
here in a shade.
Maybe someone
So-
small should go.
I just
Yeah.
want you
But if
guys-
you fall, you're dead.
Creed,
Guys,
you can
guys,
start
And if
seeing
you
guys.
die, we
yourself
can't bring you
armor.
back.
yes, just can I have like 2 fucking seconds here?
Oh, yes, you did.
Jesus.
Wait, I'm
Yeah,
scared.
Creed like puts down his backpack and he takes out his climber's kit. It's not that fucking hard. And he starts like putting in like a python into the wall, just
Corthina's taking
Hey.
her armor off as you're doing this.
yeah. Like guys, I come prepared for these things.
I'm
I
glad you do. But I need a precaution.
I do
No,
not
yeah.
like this.
no listen. You and again I mean no offense. You do not need to be here. This is me. So if you
Lavender
We'll
gets friends
find it.
security. No offense, but if you die, it will be a huge problem. So we kind of have to be here.
Yep.
We're
Yeah.
supposed to
Plus,
stick together.
You helped me, so gotta help you too.
We're sticking
Alright, well.
together.
Let's just get over.
I
Let's just
suggest
go.
Creed go first. I'll teleport and catch him and shoot him with my body if he falls.
no, I
Lavender, don't
I
do
have
that.
rope. I have my
nightmares.
harness on. I have my climber's kit. If I fall, I'm gonna fall maybe 10 feet.
You guys have
We're
rope?
good.
So for all intents and purposes, Creed's gonna scale across, no problems. He's got the climber's kit. There's not gonna
Yeah.
be any issues.
Yeah, so he has like the pythons of rope, or the pythons that he's hammering in periodically in the rope. So there's, I think, what does he have? How much?
She's gonna go last. Like she's willingly gonna go last, but she
Are we?
has to leave her armor on this side, unless somebody takes it
Lavin-
with her.
Lavender's just going to hold her hand out to Nixie just to signal, want to climb up?
All right, he has, what is it,
Begrudgingly,
100
Nixie's
feet
gonna
rope.
take your hand.
Lavender's
Alright.
just going to pull out her sword, her a little rapier, and start stabbing it into the wall as she walks along.
Just hang on to
They
the
want you to-
rope.
She's like, I'm
made a-
sorry. I'm...
It just so make dexterity checks at advantage.
All right, let's see.
Both
Do I
of
put
us?
Yeah,
All right.
anyone that's using this walkway that Creed made at advantage.
18.
Yeah, so Lavender, you succeed.
Okay, dexterity
She's carrying
check.
Nixie too,
Yeah, so yeah.
and she just pops Nixie down.
You know what? Actually, Creed, because he's attached, he's able to go like back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's also just gonna be helping anyone coming across.
Okay. Oh, I
Thanks,
forgot
planning,
to
Creed. That was really smart of you.
do 15 and...
Yeah, Char, you're fine.
Oh, thank God, okay.
Because I was being
Charge the
held, do
heaving.
I still need to roll a dex save?
No.
I expect Gloom to just fly
Dex
across.
save? Yeah, I'm gonna
Dex-
do like
Dex check.
trickle back.
Dex check.
Oh,
Sorry,
dex-
dex check.
Oh,
Oh,
Let me-
Dex check, even better. Jesus,
Wow.
24 Gloom.
sorry, let me change that.
Oh, hang on a second.
16.
The music just changed to combat. It's not what's supposed to happen. Yeah,
And you, Cortina?
Gloom's fine.
Corthina like shakes her shoulders a little bit and hangs one foot off the side. You want to see something cool, Creed?
No.
Yeah, you do. I know you do. And she just steps off the side of the cliff.
Cortina!
Her wings burst out and she starts flying. Look at me go! Phew.
Well, as Sister Maribel's crossing, she actually slips and begins to fall, but
Shit!
I got you. Hang on. Creed,
Somebody help her.
Corthina can catch
let's hang
her.
on. You said it was a check to get across, correct?
yes.
All right. Creed is casting guidance, so she gets to add a D4.
Okay.
I mean, Lavender at this point
And,
turns
yeah,
to
no,
Nixie and says,
she would still
uh,
fail.
Shit.
Lavender, can Lavender try to
But-
save
But
her?
you're able to catch her. She's just like
Yeah.
not on the ledge at this point.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
okay. Easy. I got you.
Make a strength check.
Nope, Corthena's flying back as a precaution.
Strength check. Cool. +0. I already used guidance because guidance is full action, so I can't do it myself right now. There we go. 16.
All right, you're able to get her back on
Yeah.
the,
There you go.
safe spot, and then she's gonna try Dex check at advantage again.
Yep, and with an
Oh,
added D4 because
Dude, she's
God,
she got a 4.
that's advantage.
She's just like having all the issues right now, but
Decent high
Okay.
heels.
Can Corthena carry her?
there we
Is she
go. That's
small?
better. She's
There you go.
after getting some solid footing at one point, she's able to get across.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay.
Corthena touches
All
down
right,
and
and after walking through a small little cave, you find yourself on the other end here. Again, I haven't populated this,
Very pretty.
so you're all down here.
Well,
that was cool, guys.
that was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was
it.
fun.
They're very pretty.
Yeah.
it was. Please don't give me a heart attack like that again, though.
I'm sorry. I won't do that again. My first time using it, but I thought it was kind of cool.
No, it's very. It just didn't worry me.
All right.
Are you-
How much further do we gotta go? I'm
Are we
assuming
just
the big
gonna
cave.
walk in?
Knock knock.
Should we check if there's like traps or anything?
If it's
No, I don't
dark
think-
in there, I have dark vision.
We all.
Yeah.
I think we all do.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, Bloom has goggles.
Let's see. And we're not hearing anything, right? Creed's passive perception or anything.
Nope. All you hear is the rush of the river down below. It's smashing up against the sides of the mountain.
Lavender's going to turn to Nixie and just go, Nixie, could have Nixie play a little tune to introduce ourselves. If we're looking for a specific woman, the last thing we need is her to mistake us for intruders. In her neck of the woods, at least.
That's true.
Okay.
Particularly if
yes.
she's the one that made the pact.
Yeah, definitely.
get us
So
here.
I'll pull out my lute and start just kind of peacefully strumming. Dun 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 dun.
Maybe you should like call her name Creed.
Corthena kind of like
Probably
gently
fine.
pushes them forward a little bit. Go on.
It's okay.
It's just a very gentle like nudge.
Oh, apologies, girl. Do you know what race she is? She wouldn't happen to be a fae.
I didn't think to ask.
Well, then I think maybe her name is not the best thing to call out. Maybe a nickname.
Or
Because
maybe
if
introduce
by
yourself?
chance she is a fae, that'd be the last thing you would want to hear.
Let's see.
That's pretty much signaling kill us now. And with that summon on the wall, I'm alone with cautious.
Not very comforting.
Let's see. Mother of this mountain, friend to Father Albanus. Do you hear me?
You're not going to hear anything in return. You just see a cave in front of you.
Want to go to the creepy cave?
Yeah, it sounds like we gotta.
I
Do I
like
have a
cave
torch?
the cliff.
She's like kind of like giving that gentle motion to shoo him forward. Because if this is his thing, we gotta shoo him
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Creed's gonna cast the light on one of his arrows and start awkwardly going in there.
Lavender's going to move to the back and start sneaking.
All right.
She's just going to stay out of the way.
All right. Let me go ahead and populate this map real quick.
Surely this isn't a trap, right?
I really hope not.
If it is, we'll kill them.
Okay, and then I gotta do this.
Lavender motions to Gloom and just tries to tell her, whispers to her, maybe stay hidden. Best to reserve our forces just in case. You never know
Okay.
here.
I'll try and if there's dim light, I'll use my cloak thing. Hide.
Would we be concerned that there was like a fate pack on the mountain on the way to this lady's house?
And entering in, you see that there's a rather haggard old woman obsessing
Oh shit! I know
over
what he did.
a
I'm good.
fire pit over this fire here. She's muttering and chanting things.
Introduce yourself. Say something great.
Mother of the Mountain, friend of Father Albanus. I've come to have a word.
Who are you?
A traveler looking for answers.
Answers? You have questions. You have questions. Questions. No.
Like, like, just like this really awkward posture. He like looks back at Cortina and Lavender, and everyone just like,
Corthina steps up next to
find-
Creed.
It's
okay.
Food.
Lavender approaches.
I've
Could
got food.
Lavender? Would you mind if Lavender did a perception check to see if she could identify what kind of race or creature she is?
Sure.
Oh damn, that was an 8.
Well, she's human. From what you can tell, she's human.
All right,
Food.
but Lavender's thinking to herself, a human on a fey mountain, probably not the best sign. So she just goes, "Dear mother, dearest, do you wish for food?"
You have food?
Lavender just takes out a little cane and taps it, and it makes a flower bloom in her hand, and then pulls out one of her pies, because she's always carrying around extra now. She goes, "Have a pie and a flower to wash it down, a dessert, if you will."
Thank you. And she's gonna start eating.
Are you all right?
The abyss watches for wounds in magic.
Wounds in magic.
When the mountain bled, and she's gonna start scratching her face. The screams weren't from the dead. They were from what came in.
Lavender's just going to activate magic awareness to try to see if there's any magical effect on her, or if she's just mad.
Well, I mean, you could roll insight too to see if she's mad or.
Oh yeah, she's going to do that as well.
I will roll
A
insight.
15 for
Go.
insight
Yeah,
and
no,
magic awareness.
She looks to be highly disturbed by something.
Lavender's just going to beckon over to Char and just go, "You wouldn't happen to know any calming spells, would you? Corthina, how about you?"
I'm thinking.
Not today.
Nixie does.
Arcane Genesis. It doesn't burn. It hollows. It leaves a gap. Gaps must be filled.
Lavender beckons over to Nixie and says, "It's your turn, dear. It seems you're the one needed here."
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Calm Emotions.
Ooh.
Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius.
Interesting. Okay.
Is there anything I need to do for that? I'm reading. It's not saying.
And she's gonna calm down, and she's gonna mutter a spell under her breath, and she's gonna look at Creed. Your curse is a tether, not a way to. It pulls something behind you.
Pulls something.
Arcane Genesis, it doesn't answer to gods. It listens to the weave itself, and when it listens wrong, it tears.
Fuck, okay. Fuck, I don't know what I want to ask her. Not about it, because this is thrown for me for a loop. You say I am tethered. What is it I'm dragging behind?
There were 13. There were 13! I was the last. I was the last. Huh? The others, they were anchors. They're now things.
13 anchors will be last.
Things should not have names, but they do.
Things. Fuck. These.
And she's like
Fuck, I don't
scratching
even know.
more viciously right now.
Yeah, fuck. I don't even know what to ask, man.
What are your questions?
Lisa, I had a few, and this is gotta.
Ask about her dad.
Mother dearest, if I may be so bold, before we go back to the cold, could you tell us any more about that spell? Or anything we do to get you well?
Stonecall's collapse wasn't from the spell. The spell failed outward. Bled into the mountains. That's where the demons come from.
Okay, demons are coming from the mountains. That's great. So,
Are the Mother dear, are the shattered stones a part, or merely a symptom of something greater by far?
She's gonna look at you. The stones were a mountain. The mountain was the gate. Now the gate is open. But the anchors, they held it closed.
And you are the last anchor, I suppose?
No.
she said there were
I'm not
13.
the last. I am not the last. I am
Wait.
the last one who tried. I failed.
There's 13 anchors. Where might they all be?
There.
Who are the others?
You're the last
Whether
one to try
across
to
land or
close
sea.
it? She's the last one to try to have closed it?
And at this point, she's gonna keep scratching, and she's just gonna devolve into incoherent mumbling.
Oh.
Fuck.
Cortina's gonna like go around and kind of sit, kind of like kneel down, and kind of like
She will respond to one person.
yeah, she's not gonna say anything, but she's just gonna like crouch down and kind of listen.
You won't be able to make any sense of what she's saying. She's just mumbling.
She looks at Creed. Anything. Come on. This is
Maybe
all
give
you
the location of where the portal is. My takeaway is that we need to close it, and you'll be better off with that.
We should close it.
Oh, hang on. So she already said that the mountains are where the gates are. So we would need
Mother-
to find the anchors.
Mother,
That's what-
hear my call. Where should we find those anchors you saw?
There's nothing.
She's not gonna respond.
Creed's the one who got the letter. He needs to be the one that asked the questions.
Yeah, Creed, you gotta
I
ask. We need to
I
know who
don't-
the anchor is. We need to know.
Okay. We were only supposed to get 3 questions anyways. It says it right here. And I thought that... listen, this whole...
Oh, wait, there's only 3 questions? I
So-
fucked that up. I'm sorry.
So
No, Lavender,
So
just hang on a
Creed-
second.
ask questions about your condition. She will answer
Yeah, like-
3 of your questions.
Fuck. Okay. Well, okay. How to segue from Arcane Genesis to just him?
Because I have a list of answers here that are meant for you.
Okay.
Just ask what you wanted to ask. I don't think you'll be wrong no matter what.
I sure as she told me. Mother of the Mountain, I have been targeted by a curse sent by Orcus. I was told you can give me answers. What is the exact nature of the curse?
And she's gonna stand up and she's gonna grab your hand.
And she's gonna like
Ugh.
grip it super tight, and she's looking dead in the eyes. You are one of 1,000 sons and daughters, all cursed to see without being seen, but only one will complete it.
You did. Complete what?
The tears of Asmodeus wasn't the end. Orcus needs it back. You know, it's something like it. You were the new tear.
I
Be careful with what you say. If it's not a question, don't say it. Unless it's a question, just don't say it if don't ask questions unless you mean it.
And Creed's thinking very difficult. Or
Here.
difficult.
I'm gonna send these to you. Hopefully, this will help prompt.
The moon. Yeah, I'm not very violence. Fuck, okay. No, I'm not good at this stuff. I'm a practical person. Fuck.
I totally understand.
No, yeah, but... Okay, so I am not going to know. Is there a way to... No, that's not gonna work. Fuck.
And her breathing begins to become erratic as blood starts to leak from her nose, and her voice is deepening unnaturally. And says, "He doesn't want your soul. He doesn't want your soul. He wants your shape, your path. You're the missing piece."
Listen. Okay, surely I am connected to all these. Okay, so completely out of the game. Creed appears to be part of a key, which I believe is influenced by these gates, which might be an opening to Orcus' thing that we can get more influence here. How the fuck do I get a question?
You can ask the question you've always asked yourself.
Why me?
Yeah. Why me? That is a good question. Yes, why me?
That's
Actually,
a good question.
We went over this.
I know. I sent it to you, and I got. Listen, it's late here.
You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah.
You're invisible to them. You're invisible. And if you bring something powerful enough, they won't see the door open until it's too late. And she lets go as she like falls down into her bed here. And her voice is like shattering.
Hey, breathe. You're good to be okay. It's gonna like look it over at Char, try to like wave him over. It's like help her.
Char's gonna cast healing word.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Cortina's gonna try
The
to help.
spell fails.
Spare the dying.
She's not dying.
Oh.
Lavender just takes out a little one of her pies and just places it next to her with a flower.
I think she just needs rest. Agreed.
Are you just
Yeah, I
standing,
think
casually
why not?
standing in the fire there, Lavender? Is that...
She's just stepping around. She's like, shit. Ow, that hurt. Okay. Use the pie. Flowers. Goodbye.
Bleeding from the mouth and the nose.
This is why you only have 3 questions. That's all she has the power to answer left.
She's not dying. She's still alive.
For now.
It's gonna. Fuck, I don't even know, man. It's gonna slowly kind of stand up, realizing that he can't really do anything to help here, and just. Fuck, I need a minute. I don't even.
Answer. Your third question. Is there a way out of it, or do you not want that
No.
question anymore?
I already asked 3.
Oh, you asked 3?
Yeah.
What were your 3? I only have 2.
Let's see. She. I asked for the exact nature of my curse.
Mm-hmm.
She said that I was a I forget the exact words she used. She said that was something. I asked what that something was,
Missing piece
which was
or
the
something.
missing piece. I asked the missing piece to what? She called me the new tier,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked why me. That's 3 questions.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was a middle one, a second one. I missed the second one.
That was spur of the moment. I wasted it. I feel like.
You didn't waste it. You got a lot of information.
Did I?
You can.
Yes,
Did you hear the fucking
Yeah.
jargon?
You can try to ask a 4th question if you want.
No, she's already fucking out of it. No, Creed's not gonna put it through anymore. Undue suffering.
You're smart, Creed. I'm like, that's a lot of information. Might
It is a
sound
lot
like
of
not-
information, but
Yeah,
like it
it'll
just leads to more questions. It's always just leading to more fucking questions. That's all I ever
Figure it
fucking
out.
get.
feel like you got more answers this time. But
At least we know someone who knows something about it.
hmm
I'm sure we'll have another opportunity, or we could let Father Albanus know, and maybe he could send you a letter when Mother Sarravelle's a little better, or we can leave Mother Sarravelle a walkie-talkie, because she's still alive.
And at the mention of maybe she can answer more, she's gonna say no more, no, I can't hold it, I can't. He sees when I speak, no, and she's gonna start like speaking in a completely. She's gonna start speaking in celestial and what seems to be abyssal at the same time with 2 different voices, and she's gonna growl
no.
and enter into a animalistic fugue
Um,
state. And she's gonna
let's get out of
go over here and
here.
she's gonna start clawing at the walls.
Yeah, we need to.
We should
let's get.
can
I know.
try another healing word at
You're
her.
just gonna make
That
it
way
worse.
she
Let's
doesn't get
go.
too scarred.
I know.
Okay.
I know. We just.
So she's.
I'll find a way to fix this. I will.
I don't think you can.
I'll
I
fucking find a way.
wonder
I'll find
if
a way.
she's under a curse.
Corthina's just like backing out, like just kind of just in crazy observing what she's doing, just trying to like gain knowledge on how like her behavior and how she's behaving, what is causing the behavior, her mumbling, just trying to like put all the pieces together in her bed or just absorb as much as she can as she's backing out.
Christina, I'd leave with you. Are you
She's
good?
backing out. She's backing out just slowly.
Right.
Yeah. So Char's been like using remove curse and stuff. Can he get a gauge on her? Like, is this something that he has like the potential to fix in the future, or?
No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, that was a long shot.
The damage to her is irreversible.
I think this is one of those situations where she's been driven mad by what's going on.
I
Of course,
I
that's
wouldn't
not.
even say
Corthina's not saying
mad.
that. That's me metagaming. Sorry.
No, good. That's.
I guess we have to find another anchor.
She looks
There's
at Creed. I don't think we need
someone.
to find one.
I mean, it sounds like
Someone's
Creed's like the key or something. I don't even know if we should take him to one of those. Kind of seems like the plan.
We just
Why?
Let's get out of here. Okay,
You
quick.
guys-
And then she turns and like just ushers everybody out really quick. She spreads her wings out to like the edges of the cave and just pushes everybody out. Because now Corthina actually is overwhelmed. Because she's like all the thoughts are now in her head, and now she is very overwhelmed with having. She's not dumb, so she's putting the pieces together, just not saying anything. But she's obviously bothered.
I don't even. I don't even know what to make of all of this. Ilmater. Okay, so I am invisible to the gods, and I'm a key or an anchor. And
Well-
I'm... It's nonsensical. It's nonsensical.
Well, it sounded as much as I expected, to be honest.
Did Father Albanus ever tell you, like, who Mother Sarravelle was before she went mad?
You never told her he said hi.
No.
Is that a gaming
Uh,
situation?
No, I didn't even know she existed until, when I got the scroll. I didn't know Father Albanus knew her. He never mentioned her to me. Hell, even earlier, I had grown up thinking Father Albanus was a lifelong priest. Not even that is true. I know nothing.
Well, pray for you.
Every day there's more fucking questions.
I mean, you could always ask what's her name? The lady in the crystal ball. She might have some answers.
Iliad,
Yeah.
you're right. I could.
You can. Because she might
Yeah,
know
you-
more about that stuff.
Yeah.
That's smart.
I feel like that
Good idea,
demon
bro.
with Stone Call has something to do with this, potentially.
Maybe.
Let them surprise me. Okay. Creed's gonna get Alira's little hologram thingamajig. I forget where I have it. It's in here somewhere. Orb of Knowledge.
Okay.
Pick up the phone. There she is. Hey, good evening, morning. I don't know what time it is. Just a few quick questions. Do you know anything about Tears of Asmodeus?
Tears of Asmodeus. As in the tears of the gods that cry? I imagine such a thing would be irreplaceable if it was of Asmodeus.
There's that much.
Maybe
I'm
ask
gonna
if there's
look at Creed
others.
with wide eyes. Like, what?
Ask if there's like other people who are invisible to the gods.
In your time, Illyria, were there others that were seemingly ignored or neglected by the gods, invisible to them in some way, shape, or form?
Not specifically to my knowledge, no.
Fuck. Shit. Okay. And that's his 2 questions for the day. He's gonna wait till tomorrow.
If
Oh,
you
my.
Only two.
do understand that when it comes to the history of Asmodeus, he did once used to be a celestial. So if he had tears of when he was, if someone had his tears from his celestial times, that artifact would be irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable tear. Duly noted. Duly
Pressure.
noted.
No pressure.
And the orb of memory is going to, the light's going to fade as Elira disappears.
Char,
Yeah.
do you remember, like 2 months ago, we just got out of the forest, the thing that was chasing Lavender and harassing all of us?
Mm,
You and I had dreams, right?
yeah. Do you think they're all connected somehow?
I don't know if they're connected. In my dream, I was carrying this golden bottle or golden elixir or something, and I dropped it. and Orcus swallowed me whole. The memory has since been a little fogged, but if that's the tear, this golden vial, was that a premonition? Was that what I'm supposed to be looking for or not looking for? What did you get, Char? Did any of you have weird dreams back then?
Why?
I did not see any tears in my dream.
I didn't have any dreams, but I mean, if we want to ask about stuff with hell, I mean, there's a certain person who escaped from Velithor in Rishali right now. Certain Blood Genasi.
And there's plenty of dreams to go around.
I think. Do you want to look for this golden elixir?
I'm not sure if it's the right idea. I don't know if my destiny is to close the gate or open it. It seems like open it, so I think I'd want to stay as far away from these things as I can, right?
If you just run from
That's
it,
what I
they'll
would
always
do.
drag you back.
Or it goes in the wrong hands and the gate's open anyway.
I mean, it seems like he needs Creed to open the gate. He's the missing piece.
Fuck.
Or Creed needs to close the gate.
Yeah, well, thanks, Father Albanus. Just follow your destiny. Yeah, don't fight these gates.
A very scary destiny.
Well, we don't. You don't have to figure it all out right now.
That's true. We have a lot of things to figure out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, trial apparently.
Let's go sleep on it. Come on.
yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
I don't like this mountain.
Neither do I. Not anymore.
Alright, and you guys head back down
Yep.
to the Jagged Scar.
Yep, Cortina's
Yeah.
not even thinking twice. She's just jumping and flying over.
All the
Yeah,
way
Creed still
back-
got his rope stuff. Yeah.
Yep, all the way
And
back
then-
to Beinnhold.
And then I need to go. So
Yep, I'm
apologies.
Well,
Mhm.
it seems like that's a good of a place to stop the stream.
Mhm.
So thanks to everyone that came by and checked out the stream, and I'm gonna go ahead and raid another channel that I'm friendly with.
All right.
Are we staying another night in
I
Beinnhold?
imagine you are, so you
Okay,
know,
that's
you
what I
guys will
thought.
get a long rest in Beinnhold.
Okay, that makes sense.
Creed, buddy.
So
Yeah, what the hell is the contract did you sign, motherfucker?
I didn't have a fucking choice.
You guys have crazy packs, dude.
in any case, we're going to go ahead and end the stream here. Take care, everybody.
Oh my god. Man. Dude.
Have fun, Creed.
Yeah, have fun with that.